Good evening, boys and ghouls. It is I, the Crypt Creeper, host of horror, usher to the unsettling, and narrator of your nightmares. I hope every bunny is sitting uncomfortably for a hair-raising night of fright. But let's not leave dead air. Who is it who sits on the crypt's comfortable couch tonight?
So do I have to do the voice, or...?
No, you don't have to do the voice.
I could try, but that would... I could maintain that for like 20 minutes and then done.
Yeah, that's when the vocal cords give out.
Oh, hey, Tom, how's it going?
I should probably introduce myself or something like that.
Yeah, I'm here with a bunch of friends tonight, so... obviously, I'm Paige.
Hi, this is Asmathias. A couple of you probably know me from being that one guy in the chat. This is what I sound like. That's what I got here.
Hello, everybody. I am the Yin Queen. I'm the lady of the house. You may have heard me sporadically in the background.
Oh, man. So tonight, I figured we could have some fun. I did some research into this whole Jeff the Killer thing, because I wanted something to talk about during my, like, scary streams, and it wound up being one heck of a rabbit hole. Hello, Tom.
The world of creepypasta is fractal. There is no bottom. You go deeper and deeper, and
It stirs
there's
into you.
still more.
I think I'm mixing my metaphors.
I wish it was nice enough to stare back.
Oh, man. So the moment I knew we had to do this is I just went on Google and I typed in Jeff the Killer, and the first thing that came up is a Jeff the Killer entry in the Villains Wiki. And this thing is nuts. Let me switch my campfire here.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Okay, so this is the first thing I found, and it's amazing. So I don't know how much you guys know about Jeff the Killer.
One of his aliases is Joker Reject, which seems pretty on point here.
That's appropriate, yeah. Also known as Jeffrey the Killer in his ebook,
His,
which
like,
apparently is a thing.
His ebook, is that the ebook he's in or the one he wrote? Or both?
Or Candle Lost Dose.
Tom says, go to sleep.
Also, for context, for anybody who wants to know my initial experience of this, honestly, it was just seeing this dumbass picture crop up as people's icons circa
Oh, yes.
2012?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So a lot of people think this sort of started with the creepypasta in 2011, but it actually predates that quite a bit. The original image can be found on some Japanese hosting sites as early as circa 2005.
What the
Right?
fuck?
But the character Jeff the Killer didn't exist until about 2008, when some doofus on Newgrounds made this a thing.
Doofus on Newgrounds would be a great electronic band name.
Jeffrey the Killer ebook, now available on Amazon.
Also, like, that's such a common origin point for so many different memes and creepypastas.
Yeah.
Whatnot. That could almost be a
Newgrounds?
category unto itself.
Yeah.
It's just like you can see that on Wikipedia. List of memes created by Newgrounds.
Or 4chan.
Ugh.
And guess what? We're going to touch on both tonight. We're going to talk about both
I don't want to touch
of them.
either of those. Can we have hazmat suits first?
10-foot stick? No,
We're going to
11-foot
use
stick.
protection.
Cattle prod.
There we go.
So what I want to read through is this. Oh, if you want to look at chat, it's right over here. I'm just using this side of my mouse. So what I want to talk about is all this stuff over here, which is great and reads like the world's most edgelord, terrible dating profile.
I mean, okay, question before the court. Did somebody, to get this picture, has anyone, like, I don't know, reverse engineered this? Because it looks like just Marilyn Manson run through a filter.
the thing is, it's so clearly very poorly edited. The eyes are literally black dot, white ring, black ring, white. That this just looks like someone filled in a face on MS Paint.
It's for
So,
me. It's
like,
like
how
the
could you even
hair and the
possibly-
stupid background. Having had my edgy phase back in my teens, if this isn't a panel from like the fucking Long Hard Road Out of Hell music video, and oh god, am I dating myself by saying that?
It's all right. We're all old as fuck here. Oh wait, I can say fuck, right?
Yes,
You
you
can,
can
of
say
course,
fuck.
you can say fuck.
Okay. I wasn't sure if this was like FM or XM.
You could say whatever you
Can I
want.
swear on this channel?
Connie, hey, how's it going?
Elusive.
Okay,
No.
so there is a story behind this image. As far as anyone can tell, it's actually an edited photo of this overweight lady that got posted around, and it was taken just off like a Facebook profile somewhere.
Of course. Oh, no worries.
No, Tom, you're not
There
missing
will be-
anything.
There
Don't
will
worry.
be plenty of more.
There's
juicy
gonna be
buns.
more. Go to sleep.
Every time you say that, we all have to drink.
Let's get
Oh,
one
boy.
fast.
So, okay, the rumor was that this is an image taken of this lady, and then it was photoshopped, it was spread around 4chan, and then she wound up committing suicide because of it, okay?
Of fucking course.
That's the rumor. So there's a 2008 4chan thread where this image shows up, and like people are making fun of it or whatever. Something awful. It might have wound up on there, and then it definitely wound up on Encyclopedia Dramatica.
Of course. All the best shit does.
Yeah.
And by best, I mean oh god.
However, after some research, it turns out that lady's totally okay. She's living, I believe, in either Louisiana or West Virginia, something like that. She's married. She has kids now.
Living her best life.
Good on her.
Yeah. So she's fine, and this photoshopped image just kind of made the rounds and predated that thread by, like, some number of years.
Oh, hi, Ken.
Hello, small one.
Country roads!
I feel like West Virginia is definitely a step up from Louisiana, but I can't say by how much.
Kinda
Depends on
depends.
where,
I guess
yeah.
it depends which sort of.
If you
If you
I'd say
prefer-
New
If you
Orleans is still
Nolans,
better than
that's
West
a step
Virginia.
up.
On the
Yeah.
other hand, West Virginia does have the Mothman.
If you out of Nolans, then you step down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of what I know about where this image comes from.
Mhm.
Basically, some schmuck stole it from probably 2chan or some Japanese posting site, and then decided to make it a thing.
And here we are in 2019, wasting our lives over it.
Yes. So I wanted to read. Okay, we got his aliases. Ominous Unknown Killer is a good one.
He's not unknown.
No. I like Powers
Oh,
Skills.
do not get me started. Okay, I'm gonna get started on this.
Uh-oh.
So, if you go on Wikipedia and just look up a superhero on Wikipedia. Look up Captain America, Wolverine, any of those, any superhero. you
Is it
name.
going to say peak
They-
strength,
they
peak
all
athleticism,
have, they all
high
have that
stamina?
same fucking laundry list.
Yeah.
Every single one. Peak human condition, hand-to-hand combat prowess,
Enhanced
strength, athleticism,
senses.
stamina, speed, and durability,
Hobby.
enhanced stat.
Wait, hang
Like,
on.
Stealth?
Literally everything from like Cyclops to Superman to fucking Shadowcat.
Okay.
Like they're all peak human condition. That's a low
So-
bar.
So, I'm gonna let you finish, but
Yeah.
can we get down to hobby? The hobby section?
Yes, well, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Because
Like I said, this is the edgiest, dumbest, like, 13-year-old's dating profile kind of thing going
also
on, right?
occupation serial killer. I don't recall that being on one of those like job option
I
things
don't
they made
think
us
that's
take
on
back
a
in
W
school.
two.
Yeah.
I think if you go to the IRS
No, that's
and you're submitting your
it's
tax
not a W
forms-
two. You need a 1099 for that. It's freelance work.
Oh, of course.
Hobby,
Unless
killing,
you're retained,
drinking,
unless you're on
doing
retainer.
I mean, it
As-
could
as a-
be.
Corporate serial killer? I don't know how you even.
I'm sure the mob has some.
Well, you're just bun mom now, apparently.
Yes.
I mean, I am not. I am
Yes, that's correct.
fun mom. Hardly.
But yeah, okay. Goals. End much life as possible. Kill his family. Succeeded. Kill Randy, Troy, and Keith. Mostly
So
succeeded.
okay. So kill Randy, Troy, and Keith. Mostly succeeded. That has to mean 2 out of 3, right? Because if it was all 3,
Oh,
he'd
wait
succeed.
a minute. Oh, shit. Wait. So,
And it can't be
no.
like hardly
Wait.
succeeded.
Uh-huh.
Mostly implies a majority, yes?
Those are the little fuckers from the book.
Yes. Yeah, they're canon. So.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Oh my god!
so-
Yes, they are.
Oh my
Part
no!
of the
Hang
official
on. Okay,
We're gonna
I-
get there. We're
okay.
gonna get there. It's good. Okay. Crimes, serial homicide, mutilations, kidnapping, torture, stalking, vandalism, familicide, arson, fear-mongering, destruction, breaking and entering.
So this is the literal trope, like, namer here for arson, murder, and jaywalking.
Yeah.
Keith
like,
is
Millicide,
I look
arson,
like-
and fear-mongering.
Like, it's like you've got torture, mutilations, vandalism,
fear-mongering.
fear-mongering, breaking and entering.
He just spooked somebody once.
Also, like, if they're going to be that thorough, I have to imagine the man has jaywalked at some point.
Yes,
There's
yes.
that.
I mean, come on.
Although I will give him, like, a single bonus point that there's no sexual crimes on there. So,
I mean, mutilations, you
Yeah.
never know.
Well,
that's true, but
he does have stalking here, so I don't know.
Well, there can be, like, stalking for, like, oh, someone you're going to assassinate versus, like, stalking a lady
Okay.
from her job. Like, there's degrees of stalking, I think.
All right, guys. I have one story about a Keith. Okay, this is my only Keith story. I'm gonna do it real quick. Jeff has standards. Okay, so my first job was White Castle, and when I worked there, we had a new hire named Keith, and we had one of our old managers, Josh, was like probably 2 feet taller than I am, and he's like got tattoos all over his arms, and I'm like little high school freshman bun working at
Sorry. We're gonna be shucking corn in the background.
working
It's
White
corn
Castle.
shucking time.
Gentlemen, behold! Corn!
And Keith hops on the grill beside me, and I'm like, and he's like looking over at Josh, and I go, "Don't worry, Josh is cool. You know, he's been a little off ever since he got out of prison, but he's a genuinely good guy." And Josh looks down at Keith real slow, and he pounds on the counter of the grill and goes, "Fresh fish! Fresh fish!" And the other side of the grill, both of our workers start chanting, "Fresh fish! Fresh fish! Fresh fish!" So Keith's nickname at work was Fish for like the whole time he worked there. He moved up to assistant manager, but he was still called Fish.
Oh, that's amazing.
He's a great guy.
I've never heard that story.
Oh, I love that.
Fresh fish! We catch 'em, you buy 'em! Also, do
Fresh
try to
meat.
keep the hole slightly intact. I want to make tamales.
Oh, yes. I'll do my best.
I polished my cockatiel for the ribcage slaughter.
Close enough.
So, yeah, after I read this villain profile here, I was like, okay, I gotta find this out. Like, I gotta do some reading. I gotta go down this rabbit hole. I gotta see what's up. And
Also,
what I
look at
found...
drink every time he says rabbit hole, guys.
That's going to happen a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, prepare for a hair-raising story.
And we're off to a good start here.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
Rabbit
good.
I only
puns.
have so much
It'll be
tequila.
great.
I've got more.
Oh. I'm sorry, Tom. I apologize.
Hey, if you're in the chat, drink along. It'll be a gay old
What's
time.
the other Jeff the Killer, but it's a dog? I think that's Smile Dog.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
yes.
Smile Dog and, like, what? They crop up
There's
in
also
the
like
end.
Hoodie.
There's actually a version
Hoodie
of...
and Smile Dog? Ow.
There's actually
I
a
don't
version of
remember.
Smile Dog in the SCP Foundation.
Goober and the Ghost Chasers. You know the one. Yeah. So let's see what I have on the docket next. So I went back and I tried to find what the earliest example of like the Jeff the Killer character was.
No.
And what I traced it back to is this picture showing up on 4chan with somebody going, "I can't sleep, this face is staring at me from the end of my bed." Whatever. And it's pretty dumb.
Throw a shoe at it.
Right. So the first example I can find of this being turned into a character is a Newgrounds post by a guy named Killer Jeff, who is...
Oh god, he started his own meme!
To say it's autobiographical.
No. He's basically doing fanfic. He's face-claimed this image.
Oh.
What?
Nice.
Okay. We're just gonna have to read it. Alright. So... Here... Let me go ahead and get my screens fixed so we can see this Newgrounds post. Okay, so this is Killer Jeff, August 10th, 2008. Ask it to commit, then it'll run away. Happens every time. So, yeah. Okay, here's a guy named Killer Jeff on Newgrounds, face-claiming this picture he found on Encyclopedia Dramatica. After finding my picture on ED, I got very upset. But I deserved it for putting Dragon's Grief's picture there too, and making those horrible insults about him. Encyclopedia Dramatica begged me not to take them off, and I decided not to, because I would seem like a dick towards them. And they got good dirt on my little secrets involving peanut butter, so it's all good.
Oh my god.
Oh, this guy's so edgy.
That's my stage name.
Tom is helping Sharpcorn.
So long as he's not sharting corn. Please do not shart corn.
The corn like squeaking in the background. You guys hear that?
We're almost done here.
Children of the corn.
Okay.
No children allowed.
So here's the first narrative details of Jeff the Killer I could find. The story of old Jeffy. He enjoys horror, such as ghost stories or slasher films. Have you ever met him in person? This man is what other people call bizarre with one Z. He's like a Bloody Mary game,
Bizarre.
except
All of
you...
Russia is angry and they don't know why.
Bizarre.
Bizarre. Bizarre. Like a Bloody Mary game, except with missing an S. You must perform it in the closet, turn off the lights, and sit down cross-legged. Repeat this saying 3 times while turning your head back and forth. He's in here with me. After the saying, close your eyes and call out the name Jeff. He'll appear by putting his face right up to you and proceed to yell and try to chant harm at you.
What?
To make him stop is to stand there and compliment him. Not doing so will result in a nightmarish field trip. Like to the planetarium or something, I assume. You do the rest from there. Worms?
You know, considering that this is from, 2006 or so? That might just be dating it a little bit. But that seems rather mild compared to some of the other, horror murder games that have shown up on the internet.
It
Like,
sort
think
of
about how
became-
elaborate
yeah.
some of them are with, these all hide-and-seek games and, dolls and bowls of salt and knives and moonlit chalices and stuff. And
I think
this is just hide in the closet and say Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I feel like this is rather tame, and they kind of got into,
It's early. It's early. I'm being harsh.
No, they got into kind of an arms race with the whole, summoning murderer
Sure.
thing, where they had to just keep escalating and keep
Of course,
escalating.
but this doesn't even feel like a ritual.
What counts as a compliment? Can you pay Jeff a backhanded compliment and he'll stop chanting harm at you?
Also, how does one chant harm? Do you have to
I
go to a
don't
Trump
know.
rally?
Oh, I see. That'd do it.
I think so.
I just, why would you want to do this, is my question. You're gonna sit in a closet and shake back and forth a little bit, and then some dude's gonna come and yell at you?
All I can think of is, cred. So that you can next week go back to school or whatever and tell them, yeah, I did it and I totally won or whatever.
Couldn't you just, get a job, retail, and then people yell at you all the time?
Maybe Jeff is training us for our retail futures. This is what it's like. People chant harm at us all the time.
He's also going to help us fill out our resumes. Jeff is basically just a life coach.
That's one way to go about it, I guess.
Maybe it's the key.
Scream at people from a closet?
Oh god, Tom. Sonic.exe is another thing.
Oh, it's so good.
That's a thing.
It's a classic.
No, I'm not giving you cheese.
I'll take Sonic.
Ultimate Axel says, "Holy shit." Perpin says, "You're hot." So I'm guessing Perpin.
Okay, we're not going to be reading Chains of Cybering comments here. Are
No,
we?
no. But
Okay.
I'm imagining that
I get out
Perpin,
my robe and wizard staff.
Perpin was getting yelled at, so he's paying this compliment to make Killer Jeff go away. Scary as hell. Nightmares tonight, says Simon. Way to make fun of me, says Killer Jeff.
Maybe it's a kink to be yelled at. I think there's a name for that. Submissive?
Oh, yeah. No, see, Gehifty says, "You, me, tonight." Seriously? Zoinks! Oh, yeah.
Is that a mask? If real, what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
But who was phone? I was holding a container full of acid when I slipped on my soapy floor and it spilled all over my face. Luckily, someone heard my cry for help and took me to a capital H hospital. The doctors fixed my face up and voila! I'm sexy.
Is that not just a direct quote from the book? That sounds like a direct quote from the book.
Okay, so no, because this predates that fan fiction by 3 years.
No, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
that seems
no.
like an easy...
So like I
backwards
said,
to make.
this is where kind of those narrative themes are showing up for the first time, and then they're gonna become fan fiction.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you repeat yourself enough, it just becomes a motif.
You're pretty.
Genetic storytelling.
Open
a
parentheses,
thing.
colon. Make those eyes red and cry blood. Surely you will be happier that way. Hyper-realistic blood, I'm assuming.
Oh, that's the only kind. And that's from 2018. So that's full
Oh,
10 years on.
jeez.
So Puck
Killer Jeff
so Puck
is
Puck
still
Candy's a-
responding to these.
Puck Puck Candy necroed a thread from 9 years ago. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Jeez.
Also grounds for banning for most forums I've ever been on.
Open colon use. No. So yeah, this is the like a Newgrounds thread. That then inspired the creepy pasta. So that guy, Killer Jeff, is gonna show up later and claim ownership of the character, Jeff the Killer, in a really weird way. The guy's a total schmuck. That's gonna come up. But from here, we're gonna jump to a different author, with a dumbass name that I can't remember.
Those are the best kind.
It's some kind of like gamer something.
XX Skull
420.
Assassin 69XX.
Yeah, gamer like username or
I'm
whatever.
not giving you
Of course.
corn.
For real.
Is the screen updated?
Oh, I haven't switched it on stream
okay.
yet.
I was
Yeah.
confused.
So here we go. So here's. It doesn't matter how much you meow, Tom. No corn.
No corn.
Cats don't need corn. What part of obligate carnivore don't you understand?
Forget all of it.
So this is the earliest Jeff the Killer fan, like, creepypasta I could find. And it says 23 to 30 minute reading time. I don't know, because
So
I
more
also
like an
found
hour
it.
for us because we're going to be laughing.
Oh,
We're going to be
yeah,
laughing a
there's
lot,
gonna
but,
be-
like... Also, I've heard it listed as 15 minutes. I don't know who to believe. But yeah, this is this is Jeff the Killer, from 2011. And I love the opening to this, because it's excerpt from a local newspaper. Ominous unknown killer is still at large. And I just love the idea of a newspaper being like, oh, this killer, super ominous. Yeah.
I know someone who finds it ominous.
Very ominous.
Cat finds everything ominous.
It's because everything's larger than he is.
True.
After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still on the rise.
Ominous unknown. Sir.
Yes.
No, not you. I'm talking to the fanfic.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm
how
talking-
newspapers
I'm
go.
talking to this newspaper's editor. What the shit, my dude?
I like how the killer is on the rise, not like the number of killings or like the body count. It's the killer.
Serial killer rises.
But the killer himself is rising.
He is.
Is he waking up, or did he just take too much erectile dysfunction supplements?
He's popping Viagra like they're Skittles.
Go to a doctor if you have an erection that lasts more than 2 hours.
That's what happened to his eyes.
Or just get to stabbing, I guess.
Dark Knight Rises.
Blood has been spilled this night. Yay, Legolas.
After little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story.
At least they're keeping the kid anonymous.
Jeff
Yeah,
Rises'
yeah.
Revengeance.
Yeah,
Rules of nature! Quote, I had a bad dream and I woke up in the middle of the night, says the boy. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to get back to sleep. That's my little boy voice.
No, please.
You're gonna have to
continue.
deal with
I wanna
it.
See how long you can sustain this.
He's from Brooklyn. Also, I love the amount of fucking detail this newspaper goes in. This is a huge quote from like
Especially if it's from
some little
a
kid.
young boy that survived being survived an attempted murder.
Right. You needed the whole
He's
thing.
going. This is.
It's
what?
like
That's
three paragraphs. This quote just keeps going.
This child is really eager to tell his near-death experience in detail.
In detail. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep this kid voice going for too much longer, but
Well,
hey, what the heck's
wait,
going
what
on?
are you gonna do? Not say it in an amusing accent?
That's when I had a strange feeling. Like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed.
Hello, Mr. Obama.
Oh,
Jinx, you owe me a drink. Also, here's lime juice if anyone wants lime juice on their elotes.
Always.
wow. Very
Do you
wow.
want me to get you an elotes?
Tom, that's not how you spell ooh woo. You gotta put the O in the around the W's.
Ooh, what's this?
you do the opposite of what you did.
Ooh, it's just an opposite. Wow.
Yeah.
No.
How did I never realize this?
Mind
Space brain.
blown.
I've been on the internet for 25 years.
Honey, do you want elotes or not?
Yes, I want
Elotes coming here.
Thank you. I hope the kid gets the book deal he's looking for. There, in the little ray of light, illuminating from between my curtains, were a pair of 2 eyes.
Okay, so that means 4 eyes.
That's 4 eyes.
That's 4 eyes.
That is 4 eyes. That is 2 eyes too many. He's really capturing the horror here, you know? Like, this little kid is really just going into detail. There's a lot of poetic license
Getting a little purple here.
in this
Getting
interview.
a little purple.
These weren't regular
Baby
eyes,
Lovecraft.
semicolon.
Wait, nope, not racist.
No, I was gonna say. What's his cat name?
We're not talking about what his cat's name.
Nope,
Okay.
it's true. We're not.
They were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black, and just plain out terrified me.
The beating of his hideous heart.
Just plain out. Plain out. That's when I saw his mouth. I'm gonna let that sit for a sec.
What that mouth do?
Yeah, I'm doing my Adam Sandler grandma voice for this kid.
Oh, great.
That's a technical foul. Get to the back of the ball.
No, you're not getting any.
Oh man.
You aren't either, Tom.
A long, horrendous smile that made every hair on my little body stand up.
His little body.
I added that. That's poetic license. Oh, she said you're not getting any corn. The figure stood there, watching me.
You're a Lotus, sir. How is it?
Oh, thank you.
I'm about to find out.
Okay.
I was putting some lime juice on it.
Tom says he has money. He's willing to give you money for corn.
Money for corn?
Money for corn.
That's an economy I can get behind.
Money for corn and tequila's free. Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said it. A simple phrase, but said in a way only a madman could speak.
What?
He said, "Go to sleep!"
So we're doing a goofy voice
I-
for
Hi
Jeff the
guys.
Killer absolutely speaks in a
Oh,
goofy
yeah,
voice.
go to sleep!
And more Mickey Mouse.
In a way only a madman could speak. I let out a scream. That's what sent him at me.
What?
He
Well-
pulled up a knife, semicolon, aiming at my heart. He jumped on top of my bed. I fought him back, semicolon. I kicked, I punched, I rolled around, trying to knock him off me. That's when my dad busted in. Busted makes me feel good.
oh god. Well, gorsh, you better go back to sleep, Nancy.
Oh man,
no.
that's amazing. You're doing the Jeff voice from now on. That's great. Love you too, Tom. The man threw the knife. It went into my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of the neighbors hadn't alerted the police. And then he knew about that somehow.
I was gonna say, how fast did the neighbor figure this out? This happening in a kid's bedroom.
How fast
How
did
loud
the
is this
police
fight?
arrive? Is this like the second case in Phoenix Wright when April May is like in the window on the phone with the police and you can hear her from the building next door?
I mean, she was in on it though, so
Exactly.
that's
The neighbor's in on it, is what I'm getting.
oh
at.
god.
Yeah.
It was
The
an
neighbor's
excellent
smile dog. No, the neighbor's been drowned.
The neighbor's my accomplice. He's my lookout. I want to stab all these little boys.
Why aren't you scared of Jeff the Killer? Me thinks of Jeff talking like Goofy. I don't know. Go to sleep.
Great.
I just love that the neighbor knows that somebody's getting murdered and calls the police, and then Jeff knows that the police have been called and then takes that opportunity to leave.
Well, I mean, Pluto let him know.
Okay,
It's like
so
Lassie.
who's the subject of this sentence then? Is it the neighbor or the police?
Well, it's Goofy.
Or the man. The real horror is realizing Goofy is a dog, but so is Pluto.
Slavery.
Pluto's into some dark shit. Yup.
24/7 slave relationship.
It's pet play, guys. Look it up.
If nothing else, the important takeaway was the fact that Goofy has a son, which means canonically Goofy fucks.
Don't king shame Pluto. So we talked about my dad, the man, the neighbors, and the police in the last two sentences. So when they say they drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door, this is a separate paragraph, but who is the subject of this sentence is what I'm wondering. Is it the police? The neighbors? Jeff?
If I was being more forgiving, I would assume it's the police.
I'm assuming it's the
But-
police.
You have to think about it, and that's a problem.
It's sloppy. An editor probably should have caught this. Editor.
Sheer amount of
This was
dramatic layers in
edited.
here tells me that we're the second people to read this.
No.
The first.
This is behind Slenderman, the most popular creepypasta.
No, I'm aware of that. I mean in terms of copy editing.
Oh, from an editing perspective, yeah.
Actually, no, we're the first. The author didn't have such work.
They just banged it out in a single draft and was
Are you
like, I don't need to
telling me
look at it. I'm
chimpanzees
good
wrote
enough.
this?
Are you
Yeah,
telling me
yeah.
they didn't?
It's a dozen chimps on a dozen typewriters.
And this is what they come up with, humanity's doomed.
They were like, eventually they'll come up with a creepypasta. Slenderman is the only creepypasta to have actual murders caused by it.
Actually, the girl
Yes.
survived that stabbing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Mhm.
It was a assault and battery, but not a murder. Right? Yeah.
I mean, she did get stabbed something like 17 times, but
She got
She
really
survived.
fucking close, but to her credit, she made it.
mm-hmm.
That makes me feel a lot better.
Mm-hmm. It's a fucked up story all around. I'd say it was.
They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I like how Jeff can just show up in your closet if you chant his name 3 times, but he's gotta like run away down the hall when he gets caught.
He can teleport in one direction. Come on.
I heard a smash, like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of the house. My house was broken. I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of my house was broken. I
So-
saw the window. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't hear it break? You could have just said he broke through the window.
Also, I like that they had to state that the smash was like glass breaking, when in fact that's exactly what it was.
Yes, Tom? Yeah, this is a terrible simile.
That's
I
like,
heard a smash like glass breaking, but it was glass breaking.
like that. That's like me saying like, oh, I heard a vroom like a car leaving. I looked out the window and I saw that someone was driving away.
Right.
It's pointless.
It's like him. Oh, wait, no. I already read that bit. You are critiquing someone's like 7th grade agelord creativity writing test. They gotta see. Be nice.
No.
Hey,
No.
No,
You put this out
no.
here. This became the meme that we have to deal with now.
No.
I got to do something with my English degree.
I've got no mercy for Jeff the Killer. He's a murderer, for God's sakes. Or attempted? I mean, he threw a knife at the kid's dad, but like, I don't think anyone's dead.
Yeah, he hit him in the shoulder, which is the classic I'm crap at writing version of non-lethal wound.
My puns are criminal. You're right.
His buns are also criminal.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh. It's a double entendre. I understood that.
I understood that reference.
The only thing dead is the writer's creativity. I looked out it to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget that face. Those cold, evil eyes and that psychotic smile. They will never leave my head. Says this young child ominously.
Mm-hmm. But if you see anyone that fits the description of the story, please contact your local police department.
Police are
Because
still
that
on the
story
lookout
was so
for this man.
descriptive.
If you see anyone that fits the description in this story, please contact your local police department.
Here, Bun, do you want me to read some so you can actually eat your corn?
I will in a sec.
Okay.
I
He's
need to
getting into a
complain
groove
about this. I'm getting into a groove, I feel.
Groovy.
Mhm. So then the newspaper just, has an origin story for Jeff in it? I guess? There's supposed to be a break
I
here,
think
right?
there's supposed to be a section break there, but...
Also, would you like another ear? Okay, cool.
Try and pace myself.
Yeah, here. In the meantime, just yeah. Trash is back this way. No, not in there. Nope, back this way. Back.
Oh my
Nope.
god,
Nope.
Tom Adam Sandler's so bad.
Follow my voice.
Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood.
Cool. In the meantime, just hold on to your plate.
His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother Liu couldn't complain, though. A new, better house.
Wait,
Maybe-
you?
Liu!
The cult of Liak.
This sentence could use a verb. Just saying. You got a subject. Give it a predicate.
This reminds me of the meme I remember going around in school. It was a picture of a bathroom stall wall with the words, "I accidentally the entire urinal cake. What do?" And somebody wrote underneath, "Use an action verb."
What was not to love? As they were getting unpacked, like we're doing to this fanfiction, one of their neighbors came by. Do you want to do a voice for this?
Where?
Do you want to play Barbara? They're coming for you, Barbara.
Hang on, let me think.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
I'm trying to think of a voice that hasn't been done thus far. So we've done Joyzy, and that's like half of my accent.
Oh, believe me, we will revisit the Joyzy accent. We're not done.
Let's see.
I agree.
I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and to introduce my son. She turns around and calls her son over. Oh, well, the accent's just sticking around, guys. Billy, these are your new neighbors. Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard. Well, I need a different voice from his mom, shite. Well, said Jeff's mom, I'm Margaret, and this is my husband Peter and my two sons, Jeff and Liu.
Liu!
They introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to her son's birthday.
Well, that's very, hospitable of them.
Jeff and his brother were about to object when their mother said that they would love to. Don't you love it when your parents volunteer you for other kids' birthdays?
Also, here's their embarrassing baby photo. This is how Jeff became a murderer.
And Jeff likes to wet himself. Make sure he's got a plastic sheet on the bed. That's not in the book, guys, but I'm just adding it to the legend. When Jeff and his family are done packing, Jeff went up to his mom. Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party? Fuck, I can't read. If you haven't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid. Citation needed. Let's see. Jeff, said his mother, we just moved here. Now we should show that we want to spend time with our neighbors. Now we're going to that party and that's final. Jeff started to talk but stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. Whenever his mom said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on the bed. Okay, my turn to get my pissed off pants on.
Please.
These sentences are all the fucking same length. They're the exact same rhythmic.
Jeff started to talk, but stopped himself,
knowing he could do anything. When his mom said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on his bed. It's technically, the first one doesn't technically adhere to it, but it still has roughly that same feeling. He sat there looking at his ceiling when suddenly he got a weird feeling.
I love that.
He sat there looking at his ceiling when suddenly he got a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Cue the bongos.
1, rhymes. 2, doesn't it just paint a picture in your mind? Like, it really is just, it's so evocative.
Feeling, that could be so many, not so much pain, but a weird feeling. Like, indigestion?
And then
constipation?
He became a man?
Did his water break?
Oh god, Tom. He noticed there was hair growing where hair didn't used to be.
Oh no.
Oh no,
You have some hair down there?
No. We are not teaching Jeff the facts of life.
Now, Jeffy, when a man and a woman love each other very much...
Teach him the burbs and the bees.
Jeff sees some birds and bees and is like, oh, whoa, what this?
Oh, whoa.
Ah, fuck me. Yeah. I fell off my chair, everybody.
Also, I love the verb plopped, and you just want to use it in your scary writing. You know, in your horror story, you really want to...
Nothing's scarier than a plop twist.
Hey-oh. Not so much pain, but...
Pain butt.
Pausing for dramatic effect.
How long are we pausing here?
It's just a simple ellipsis, so probably about 30 seconds, I think.
Oh.
A weird feeling. He dismissed it as just some random feeling.
He heard his mother call him down.
By the way, 3 sentences in a row have ended with the word feeling. Did you notice this?
Should he do it once more with feeling?
He heard his mother call him down to get his stuff.
And he walked down to get it.
It just
ends
paints the
there.
picture.
We're just done. And now, the next day, Jeff walked downstairs to get breakfast and got ready for school.
Oh god, that's the end of the scene?
That's
really?
the end of the scene. They literally just cut off from there.
But my friends called me, so I had to go away.
Yes.
End of chapter.
Eat your corn. Let me read. The next day, Jeff walked downstairs to get breakfast and got ready for school. As he sat there eating his breakfast, did we establish that he's had his breakfast? He once again got that feeling. Hey, I knew it was coming back. This time it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain, but he once again dismissed it. Also, I feel like once again
feeling deep inside of me.
Girl, I don't think you realize what you do to me. Cue stabbing. Ooga, 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 chaka.
Sorry.
Thank you. I was trying to... Anyway. They sat there waiting for the bus, then... Hang on. Once again, he dismissed it as he and Liu finished breakfast. They walked down to the bus stop. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them only inches above their laps. Has it been established that they're sitting?
No. All the bus stops from my school were like...
Stand by this fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah. Stand there like a horrible little homeless
I think
person.
Tequila Sunrise
Well,
also needs effects.
they're in a...
Explain to it.
I think you'll find they're in a nice neighborhood.
I don't care whether you are the richest kid in the world.
checks.
You could be Jeff Bezos' spawn. You still feel like a horrible little homeless person waiting for the bus.
Can I say 2 things about this? One, I love that. Don't you love, like, the day after you move, you get to go to, like, going to school the day after you move into your new house? Like, you don't even have, like...
Education stops for no one.
You don't make a weekend out of it, or, like, you know?
Well, those folks moved on a Sunday, and there's a whole process. And they just want to get back to normalcy
Well,
as soon as possible.
fair. I mean, we can't have the kids just taking a day off.
So where were we?
Some kid on a skateboard jumped over them only inches from their laps.
Their laps.
They both jumped back in surprise. Okay, so no, they're standing. How do you jump over a lap is something that only exists when you are seated.
Did this guy graze their groins as he was going by?
I'm now imagining that they're all doing the electric chair sit.
Yeah.
maybe they're sitting down, but they still jumped back in surprise after that near circumcision by skateboard. Like,
Circumcision by skateboard. That's a new one.
I don't know.
That is the title of your new metal band. Somebody go with it.
Or like 90s hip hop. It seems like a 90s hip hop sort of thing. A lot of backward
Like a-
baseball caps.
Like
Radical.
where you wear your pants backwards like crisscross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
God, we're dating.
bringing
ourselves so
it
badly.
back. Remember when crisscross missed the bus? I missed the bus. I missed the bus. No, you just remember when they jump.
I just
and that
remember
they'll
the
make
whole
it
like wear your pants
jump,
backwards
jump?
for a thing, and then it makes it that much harder to take a piss.
Okay,
It's like you can't use urinals.
they did a whole song called "I Missed the Bus." It was about missing your school bus. By crisscross. No, okay, no.
I genuinely
Never
can't
mind.
tell if you're fucking with me.
No,
I honestly, I
it's
remember there was
for real.
actually. I don't know whether it was that one, but I remember there was a song about riding a bus that was one of the first ones that ever played on Welcome to Night Vale.
No, that was Friday. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Moving on.
You can just fuck with us on and off like a light switch. Impressive.
Hey, what the hell? The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it with his hands.
And then he flipped up his sunglasses and was like, "Don't have a cow, man."
The kid seems to be okay. We've just had our tenses changed. The kid seems to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears an Aeropostale or how do you pronounce that one?
Aeropostale?
Douchebag.
Oh yeah, he wears a douchebag shirt.
Sure. And ripped blue jeans.
Are they acid wash? Better be.
Oh my god, honey, it's coming back.
Oh, okay. Can I do this one?
Yes.
Well. It looks like we got some new meat.
You got a pretty mouth.
Y'all got a pretty mouth.
Paddle faster, I hear banjos.
The 12-year-old says.
Okay,
Well, you know,
that's
they're teaching them younger and younger these days.
Okay, yeah, no, this guy officially is just the dude from Deliverance, dressed like a 12-year-old.
Suddenly, two other kids appeared.
Hello,
One was
fellow
super
children.
skinny, and the other was huge. Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there
I
is
here
Pete.
am just a simple country lawyer.
Look, I got like two accents.
So this
I can
is
do.
like
Brooklyn and Southern gentlemen.
this
Work
is
with
all
me.
the bad Southern tropes.
Yeah, I am just a simple southern 12-year-old.
A boy, I said boy.
Jeff and Lou looked over at the
Lou.
skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have, and he's
What?
Troy. They looked over at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. The kid looks like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling. Jesus Christ.
And
Fat
said the
shaming much?
first kid, am Randy.
Well, he's living up to it.
Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there is a small price for bus fare if y'all catch my drift.
Now bend over.
Ass cash a grass.
No
No one
one
rides for free. Liu stood up, ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes, when one of his friends pulled a knife on him. One of Liu's friends?
Liu's friends are all traitors.
Okay, I feel like I gotta address this elephant in the room.
Okay.
Jeff's family. There's no way to discuss this without maybe treading in some weird territory, but
Sure.
like, so
Fancy neighborhood.
is Jeff's
Fancy.
brother adopted or something like that, or does he just have like a apparently Asian name for no good goddamn reason?
Oh. Why is one kid named Jeff and the other kid's name is Liu?
Yes.
I mean, adoption could explain it. Also, his
That's
mom
true.
went to like a eat, pray, love thing and decided that would be super like in.
It sounds Vietnamese to me.
To
Or
me,
like
it sounds
something like
Chinese.
I could see it, yeah.
I mean, Vietnamese could also probably work. I can't believe we're debating
South
the
Pacific.
ethnicity.
Yeah,
we're debating the ethnicity of Jeff the Killer's younger
I'm
brother.
aware. It's
Everybody,
just, okay, all these names: Randy, Tony, Jeff,
Kyle,
Lou-
Keith,
Lou.
Liu.
Like,
I like the fancy
It
neighborhood where you
it
get a
just stands
knife
out to
pulled
me.
on you.
when all these names are bland, it's like if one of these kids was named Star Fox or something like that.
I wonder if Liu has like pink hair. He's the stereotypical like anime protagonist.
Mhm.
Okay, you gotta do your southern voice again for this one.
I can't do a good tisk. There we go.
Yes.
I had hoped that you would be more cooperative, but
Cooperative.
it seems we must do this the hard way. The kid walked up to Lou and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again.
Is he gonna pay Liu for something?
You would think so. Now, it was truly strong. A burning sensation. Get that shit checked out.
Go to Planned Parenthood, everybody.
They make a
And don't be
shampoo for
silly,
that?
wrap your willy.
Also, he's 13 and he's got a burning sensation.
That's rough.
Yeast
stood up,
infections
but-
can affect everyone.
He stood up, but Lou gestured him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid.
Isn't Liu like 2 years younger than Jeff?
I
or
think
something? Like-
Liu seems like way more of a badass than his brother.
Right? Liu seems like he's gonna kick some ass here.
Is Liu gonna have to cut a
Listen
bitch?
here, you little punk. Give back my bro's wallet or else.
Oh yeah!
I mean,
forgot
Jeff
that's
is
Jeff's
Goofy
voice.
voice.
Yes, thank you. Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. Oh? And what will y'all do? Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. Boop. Boop.
Jeff popped a zit on the nose. And he was like, thanks, Jeff. That's been bugging me for a minute.
As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. We got an action scene going on, guys.
Oh my god.
Randy screamed, and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. Tony and Keith,
I was gonna say,
Troy
never
and
bother you
Keith
with one of those?
rushed Jeff. But Jeff was
Let's see how you
too
want
quick.
balance. If you want more brandy or more orange juice.
He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him,
I'd lean more into the orange juice.
but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Keith dropped his knife.
Man, this is a bloodthirsty 13-year-old. He's
Actually,
not
you
even
know
a
what?
serial killer yet.
Actually, you know what, Jasper?
This is what you gotta do on the first day of school, man. You find the biggest kid in school, and you stab him in the arm. And that's how the other school kids know you ain't fucking around.
Make eye contact while you do all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck his parents in front of him.
That's how you gotta establish dominance
dominance.
right away. Puberty affects us all differently.
Sometimes you get weird feelings down there and burning sensations. Sometimes you fucking break a kid's wrist and stab him in the arm.
Wait, okay, so Jeff stabs him in the arm, and then Keith drops his knife and falls to the ground. So,
You have no idea what kind of school Bun went to, let me tell you.
oh boy. Wait,
Was
where
it who
did
hit who with the desk?
who threw the desk at the teacher?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no, that was John.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
okay.
John, yeah.
I figured it wasn't you, but anyway.
Yeah.
Who threw a desk at a teacher?
Definitely
It was
not.
Juvie, man. Weirder stuff happens. Okay, so wait a minute. So there's two knives. There's two knives here now.
There's two knives at play.
Okay, Jeff stabbed a dude. The other guy drops the knife. Right? That requires two knives. Where?
I wonder if he did, like...
Maybe that's part of Jeff's power is to just manifest knives.
He's not Loki.
We don't know that.
Actually, correction. Whoever wrote the original thing could totally be Loki.
Wait, I think there are two knives.
The knife is in play.
Theoretically, he could also do something dumb like shove his arm up and make him stab himself in the shoulder. Stop stabbing yourself! Stop stabbing yourself!
But then how would he drop it? It'd be in his shoulder.
Oh, shut up.
I don't know. His wallet.
bro's wallet
Jeff got that feeling.
Deep inside of me.
Randy pulled out a knife. Okay, I don't know.
Guys, something you need to know about this universe, everyone is overly armed.
Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need the knife. He was way too cool. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Liu could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff. Jeff's so cool, you guys. He's the baddest ass ever.
Senpai noticed me.
What's Liu's voice?
Liu's voice, he should totally talk like a hoity-toity girl from anime.
Princess voice?
Yes, you want me to do that?
Go for it.
Oh.
Tom is wearing a senpai shirt. Ooh.
Jeff, how do you...
Was all he said. They saw the bus coming and knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing. So they started running as fast as they could.
Yes, that's definitely not incriminating. Fuck.
Start a fight, run away from the bus stop. Good first day of school.
Yeah, this is their first day.
They haven't even made it to school and they're already screwed.
As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others.
Unlikely bus drivers don't get paid enough to care.
No! My bus driver wouldn't give a fuck. My bus driver would, like, slow down, see that, and then keep going. Like, oh, I'm not stopping here today.
You're going.
Thanks.
All they did was sit and listen. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Marika, well done.
As Jeff and Liu made it to school, how'd they know where school is? They're 13.
Also, they if you need a bus, you can't just, like
Run to
They
school.
got to school 3 hours late.
They went to school.
Well, I mean, technically,
where
Jeff
they've never
seems to have
been
the
before.
ability to teleport, so maybe he had that before all this happened?
A teacher called his name 3 times in attendance, and then
Jeff!
he teleported into his bed.
Jeff!
Yeah. He said, there's somebody here with me, there's somebody here with me, there's somebody here with me. Jeff!
Here!
I'm here! They didn't dare tell what happened. All they did was sit and listen. In class, I'm guessing? Okay.
Or, like, detention, presumably.
Liu just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids.
Gross.
Liu just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something, comma, scary. So
Foul
now,
improper use of a comma.
so now we're talking to Scary and telling Scary that it was something scary.
It really was something.
It really was something scary.
Richard Scurry.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Scary. As he got that feeling,
Deep inside of him.
he felt how powerful it was.
This
The
is
urge.
definitely puberty.
The urge to just, comma, hurt someone.
Yep, puberty.
That's called testosterone, kiddo.
Yep. The toxic masculinity has taken hold.
Hmm.
He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school, even as he walked home due to the whole thing near the bus stop, and how now he probably wouldn't be taking the bus anymore. He felt happy. Why is he not
No.
taking the bus anymore?
I presume because he, stabbed the kid at the butt, but nobody knows even who he is.
Yeah, no one knows he did it.
Like,
He stabbed the dude and ran.
If
All
this-
they know is there's a bus stabbing somewhere.
It
around
was
here.
like a run-by stabbing. It's a victimless crime.
Stabbed by numbers.
oh. It's like Operation in reverse.
Wait, so you're putting the organs back in, or?
You're stabbing the organs into the body.
Yes.
You're giving him water on the knee. When he got home, his parents asked him how his day was, comma, and he said, comma, in a somewhat ominous voice.
Comma.
It was a wonderful day.
I keep forgetting he has the goofy voice. It's so good. He just says to his parents, go to sleep. Next morning, he heard a knock at his front door. Lewd. He walked down to find 2 police officers at the door, his mother looking back at him with an angry look.
She's looking with a look.
Yep.
Okay. Who had Jeff's mom's voice?
Me, hang on. I've got to get my, sort of crappy Marge Simpson voice. Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids, that it wasn't regular fighting, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son!
My God! That kid had a family!
Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true.
Mom, they were the ones who pulled the knives on me and Lou.
Okay, who wants to voice the cops?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God.
I don't know if I can do a good cop voice. I can try. I'll
Son,
just...
I say son, said one of the cops. We found 3 kids, 2 stabbed, 1 having a bruise on his stomach, and we have witnesses proving that you fled the scene. Now, what does that tell? Apparently the cops are Southern Christopher Walken.
Now, what does that tell us? Oh man, no, we gotta do the Walken voice.
Yeah, hang on. No.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Hang on. Or actually, honey, you do the best Walken, really.
Oh, I gotta get the line to get into it though. I have a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell. We found 3 kids. 2 stabbed, 1 having a bruise on his stomach. And we have witnesses proving that you fled the scene. Now, what does that tell us? Jeff knew it was no use. He could say him and Lou had been attacked, but then there was no proof it was not them who attacked first. They couldn't say that they weren't fleeing, because, truth be told, they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou.
Okay, not to derail this with anything approaching, like,
Uh-huh.
reality or legality or whatnot, but I feel like they could make a case that it was not them who attacked first, considering this is their first day in town.
Yeah, just say it was self-defense.
Also,
Yeah, it's like,
they're fucking
also,
13.
Truth is a defense.
Also, Randy, or is his name Randy? His name's Randy.
Yes.
Randy
You
still
got it,
has
Pretty
his
Mouth.
brother's wallet.
Yeah.
They never got the wallet back, so it's like,
Mhm.
it's pretty easy to prove that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he took my brother's wallet. We stabbed him.
So I think that's his
Okay.
mom. What's the next
I
line?
think that's his mom.
Son, call down your brother.
Jeff couldn't do it, since it was he who beat up all the kids.
Sir, it was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me.
The cop looked at his partner. He was like, okay. And they both nod. Well, kid, looks like a year in Jovie. Ellipsis.
I love that sentence was like written for that accent. Wait, says Liu.
They all looked up to see him holding a knife. The officers pulled their guns
Wait,
and
hold the
locked
fuck
in
on.
on Lou.
Whoa!
Oh my
whoa,
god, a
whoa.
12-year-old with a
Threat
knife.
escalation.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, by way of explanation, maybe he's not white.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was actually about to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And also America.
Still, though, a fucking 11-year-old has a knife. And the cops are like, well, that's a threat that requires a gun.
That we gotta pull our guns. He's on the other side of a doorway.
it was me. I beat up those little punks. Have the marks to prove it. So this is actually like half Kefka too, which is great.
That's fine.
It's good. It's working. It's really working.
He lifted
for
up his sleeves to reveal cuts and bruises as if he was in a struggle.
Son, just put the knife down.
Said the officer. Liu held up the knife and dropped it to the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops.
No, Lou, it was me. I did it. Jeff had tears running down his face.
Oh, poor bro! Taking to... Trying
Oh wait, who? What?
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Hang
Wait.
on. Sorry.
Is this...
Oh, this is Liu.
Okay, yep,
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
This is Leo. Alright.
Oh, poor bro! Trying to take the blame for what I did. Well, take me away!
Take me away.
Cowboy, take me away!
Lou, tell them it was me. Tell them I was the one who beat up those kids.
Jeff's mother. I love that this is like the moment in like a Soviet Russia film where somebody's being taken away to like the gulag.
Also, I like that none of the paragraph breaks are for change in action or speaking. It's just
Yeah,
because
they're,
you
like, all
have
over the
Lou's
place.
line and then the cop's action and then Jeff's line and then Jeff's mother. But,
Yeah,
it's
like
all
you
just-
do.
The breaks are just random.
No, you do an indent, but you don't do like a paragraph
Yeah.
break.
No.
Like it's way too far. Also, Jeff's mom puts her hands on Jeff's shoulders and is like, off to the gulag with you all.
Yeah.
Take me away.
Jeff, please, you don't have to lie. We know it's Lou. You can stop.
Slay Jeff with the magic sword.
Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car speeds off with Lou inside. So
to
we
slay
have
the bullies, use the magic knife. Oh!
a few minutes later. Jeff's dad pulled into the driveway, seeing Jeff's face. Jesus Christ, how many changes in tense do we have in this sentence? Seeing Jeff's face and knowing something was wrong.
This is more quick changes than a stripper.
Who is Jeff's dad's voice?
Jeff doesn't have a voice. I vote not Christopher Walken.
Son, what is it?
Yeah, there we go.
Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were
His dad-
strained from crying.
Goofy's dad is Eeyore. Yeah.
Yes.
Instead,
Son.
Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him as Jeff wept in the driveway.
Again, also, hang on, back up for one quick second.
Sure.
The cops are just able to pronounce judgment and take people off to juvie. Citation fucking needed.
Yeah, they're in a fancy neighborhood. All the cops here are judge, jury, and executioner.
That, doesn't
So
sound-
you're
that
telling
sounds like
me-
a poor neighborhood
Oh
to
my!
me.
Actually, oh no!
It's a gated community.
What I'm now picturing is that they all dress like Judge Dredd.
I am the
I am the
law.
That would make the story better.
Right?
It would actually make more sense too. All things being equal.
This all takes place inside Mega City 21. It's fine.
It's fine. I cleaned it up. It's fine.
fine.
Mega City 1.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, what is that? Mega City? I think I said Mega City 21.
I
don't
know.
21 is like 1 but dumber.
Where
After
the
an
heck
hour
were
or
we?
so, Jeff walked back into the house.
So he
seeing
stands up there just crying on the side. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
That's going to do hell to their property values. If this is a gated community, you can't have a crying child outside where people can see. They're going to mention that shit at the Rotary Club.
No. One of the city council members drives by and then puts a citation sticker on the
There
child
we go.
and then gets in the car and
Right
leaves.
on Jeff's forehead.
It's right
They erect
on
a
the
small
forehead.
tent around him.
No, actually, they get like it's like it's like a couple of dowels around him with like caution tape.
Yep.
It just says, please remove all children from
Yes.
driveway.
Jeff walked back into the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked, sad, and disappointed.
Both?
Mm-hmm. Both shocked. He couldn't look at them.
Okay, what
He-
I'm wondering here is, are both his parents shocked, sad, and disappointed, or are his parents both shocked, sad, and disappointed? Because that's 3 things. You can't both 3 things.
You can if you Jeff the Killer. That's one of his powers that they didn't mention on the wiki.
Oh.
That, or maybe he has 3 parents and his parents are shocked, sad, and disappointed.
Oh, so it's still wrong.
I mean,
It's just the
It's
third
double
parent is chained
wrong.
up in the basement.
Yeah.
They're shocked, sad, and disappointed for a different reason.
yeah, it's because there's a cattle prod down there.
He couldn't look at them. He couldn't see how they thought of Liu when it was his fault. He just went to sleep.
Right?
Title drop. Wait, no.
What? Is this where the thing comes from? Is this it? Is this the origin of go to sleep?
I mean, at what other point have they described Jeff going to sleep?
It's
Trying to get the
real
whole thing
bad.
off his mind. 2 days went by with no word from Liu at JDC. I'm sorry, if an
He's
11,
actually
12-year-old...
at juvie 2 days later.
Yeah, with no word from him, he's a minor. He has a right to speak to his parents. Are we sure he's not a migrant?
Yeah, also, like, a stabbing? What's his bail? It can't be more than a couple $100, right?
Again, for a minor.
For a minor! he should be home, and like 2 days is not enough time to get somebody like
Oh,
entered into Juvie.
Connie's right. It's Lou's real dad. That's the third parent.
Oh yeah, they
That's-
just have like a Chinese gentleman
Yeah, there we go.
chained up in the basement.
It all makes sense.
Give me back my son!
No
It's-
word from
it's-
Lou.
It's mom's mail order husband.
Oh no!
No friends to hang out with. I would think not. He just moved here. He had the one
Uh,
opportunity he had to meet
nothing
people
but
ended with a stabbing.
Nothing but sadness and guilt. That is until Sunday when Jeff is woken by his mother with a happy, sunshiny face. Mood whiplash, the definition, people.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
my 11-year-old child is in prison. Well, time for a party.
Jeff,
Wait,
Jeff,
on.
it's the day.
hang on. Saturday is 2 days later, which means they moved in on Wednesday, which was the
Tuesday.
first day of school.
Or Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday.
Because it'd be
Friday,
like
Saturday.
okay, so the
So-
stabbing would happen on I
Or
think
Thursday,
Wednesday would be the
Yes.
stabbing, and then Thursday he gets arrested.
Unless they're implying an extra day in there or something.
somehow.
So Friday, Saturday are 2 days is 2 days later, right? Yeah,
The-
or maybe it's
E-
Tuesday. Maybe they moved in
Either
on
way I
Tuesday.
parse it feels wrong. That's the thing.
I'm still trying to figure out when the first day of school is.
It's a
I've been
Tuesday.
wondering that my
It
entire
was
life.
it was a holiday on Monday or something like that.
Yeah, it's
it was
like
a
Labor Day.
3-4 day weekend. Yeah, Labor Day. Perfect.
Got a happy, sunshiny face.
Also, when has something ever been described as sunshiny?
I don't think sunshiny is a word.
I don't think it is a word either.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to drink. Alright. Entertain for me.
Bun needs energy.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta recharge.
Actually, I'm down to just energy drinks now.
He's a bit of an energizer bunny, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Also, you should eat some more of that delicious corn.
The puns keep going and going and going.
The buns start coming and they don't stop 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 coming.
So in the off chance that the oxtail isn't done, we're just gonna order pizza.
I don't even care. I will eat it either way. Like, unless it's actively food poisonous, I don't care.
Well, it's like, it's
Oh,
tough as a rock right now.
Honey, your line,
What?
if you could.
Jeff, it's the day.
She said as she opened up the curtains and let light flood into his room.
What? What's today?
Asked Jeff as he stirs awake.
Why, it's Billy's party.
He was now fully awake.
Mom, you're joking, right? You don't expect me to go to some kid's party after...
That's like the only sane thing that's been written in this story.
Right?
There was a long pause.
Not long enough.
Jeff, we both know what happened. I think
Hang on. Don't take my lines. Don't make me go prima
I want
donna
to
on the
give Bun an
stream.
opportunity to eat.
I'm trying.
Go for it.
Jeff, we both know what happened. I think this party could be the thing that brightens up the past few days.
Yes, my child's in jail, and apparently without any kind of contact or bail. Again, the gulag jokes
So we
fly
just
thick
gotta
and fast.
brighten it up.
That's the thing. If we mourn too long, the secret police will take the rest of us.
Yeah.
Take him to Camp 3 for processing.
Sing. Oh god, we're going to hell. Let's see.
Jeff's mother walked
Now
out.
get dressed.
Sorry. Jeff's mother walked out of the room and downstairs to get ready herself. He fought himself to get up. Get the fuck up, Jeff.
He's gonna stab himself.
Yeah.
It would improve things.
He picked out
Pulls
a...
out a knife.
That explains the smile. He picked out a random shirt and pair of jeans and walked downstairs. He saw his mother and father all dressed up. His third parent was nowhere to be found. Sorry. His mother in a
Because
dress
he's in the
and
basement.
his father in a suit. He thought, why would they ever wear such fancy clothes to a kid's party? Good fucking question, Jeff.
Son, is that all you're going to wear?
Also, no, wrong, bad, yours, not no, wrong, your.
No, he owns the going to wear. It's his going to
Is
wear.
that your going to wear?
Better than wearing too much.
he said. His mother pushed down the feeling to yell at him for some good goddamn reason and hid it with a smile.
Now, Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how you go if you want to make an impression. It's a kid's birthday party!
Like, who...
To make an impression. Oh wait, no crap! I just did his dad. His dad has the same voice as his mom.
That's fine. Jeff grunted and went back up to his room. I don't have any fancy clothes, he yelled downstairs.
Just pick out something, called his mother.
Is it gonna be a hoodie?
He looked around in his closet for
I
what
hope
he
it's
would
already-
call fancy. He
Don't
found
read
a
it.
pair of black dress pants. There they are. He had for special occasions and an undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt to go with it though. He looked around and found only striped and patterned shirts, none of which go with dress pants. Lies. Finally, he found a white hoodie and put it on.
Hey, there it is. Also, patterned shirts totally go with
Of course,
dress
like
pants.
come
Like,
the fuck on.
the point of dress pants is they go with, like, anything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're
You could do,
wearing
like,
that. They both said.
You could get like a Schoolhouse Rock, like our Jailhouse Rock kind of look going on.
Oh my
Yeah,
Maybe like striped shirt.
legit.
How's the corn?
The corn's amazing.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, no time to change. Let's go.
She said,
Oh,
"Is
Connie,
she?"
I would love to. I would love to.
One day, Connie. One
That's
day.
one of our favorites.
And then, Connie, suggestion. Have you heard of give me just literally, Empress Teresa. Ever heard of
That's
that?
a good one. We should also do Forbidden Fruit.
Oh, the Temptation of Edward Cullen? Yes, we will do that one day.
Wait.
Oh, no time to change. Let's just go.
She said as she herded Jeff and his father out the door. They crossed the street over to Barbara and Billy's house.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
It's the incredibly alliterative family. They knocked on the door and it appeared that Barbara, just like his parents, way overdressed. As they walked inside, all Jeff could see were adults, no kids. The kids are out in the yard, Jeff. How about you go and meet some of them?
Yes, that is indeed Empress Teresa. Yes, Empress of the world.
Jeff walked outside to a yard full of kids. They were running around in weird cowboy costumes and shooting each other with plastic guns. He might as well be standing in a Toys R Us. Oh, that's now a dated phrase. Suddenly a kid came up to him and handed him a toy gun and hat. Hey!
Wanna play?
Oh no.
He said-
Literally. play.
Literally.
Literally play.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ooh, wanna play?
We
Hey.
need Goofy.
Ooh.
Ah, no, kid. I'm
You
way
are
too
Pete.
old for this stuff.
The kid looked at him with that weird puppy dog face.
Please? Said the
Everyone
kid.
breathed for a second.
Ooh, D-U-L-P.
Please, Mr. Obama.
Oh god, this makes me uncomfortable.
Fine, said Jeff.
He put on the hat and started to pretend shoot at the kids. At first, he
Then
thought
he
it was.
real shot at the
I was
kid.
gonna say, unfortunate timing.
At first, he thought it was totally ridiculous, but then he started to actually have fun.
Bad sign.
It might not have been super cool, but it was the first time he had done something that took his mind off of Lou. So he played with the kids for a while until he
Bad
heard
touch.
a noise. A weird rolling noise. Then it hit him. Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards.
Oh, he means the noise the trucks on a skateboard make.
That's a weird way to describe it.
Yeah,
but
no,
okay.
it's. I don't know how I would exactly describe that sound, but not that way.
Yeah, I would
There
probably
is-
say it's almost like a rattle. or
It's
something.
more of a, like a wooden rattle would be how I would describe it, because there's the sound of it, as the trucks hit the actual skateboard. Also, there is more corn.
More core.
It's under the
I'm probably gonna get some logo later. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you, dear.
Where were we? Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. Jeff dropped the fake gun and ripped off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred. Who was
and
Randy's...
just grabbed him by the ear. Hang on, wait.
Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred. Hello, Jeff, is it? He said. Y'all We all have some unfinished business. Jeff saw his bruised nose.
I think we're even. I beat the crap out of you, and you got my brother sent to JDC.
What? Wait, juvenile detention center? I
Yeah,
guess. But
I think
why is
that
this
would be it.
person so familiar with like that abbreviation?
Yeah,
Take
also,
a
if
while
you're
to guess.
13, you call it juvie. Come on.
Yeah. Randy
got an angry look in his eyes.
Hang on, that's you, honey.
Oh no, I don't go for even. I go for winning.
I'm picturing him standing like an old timey like.
Yeah, with the toy guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
Jeff's got like the toy, like a little cap gun
Yeah.
revolver and a cowboy
Yeah.
hat.
There's a hawk scream somewhere in the background.
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, got me. Y'all may have kicked our asses that one day, but not today.
As he said that, Randy rushed at Jeff. They both fell to the ground. Randy punched Jeff in the nose, and Jeff grabbed him by the ears and headbutted him. Nobody wins in a headbutt.
Nope.
If he was severely beaten up enough to send the kid to juvie, why isn't he still injured? Oh, he had a bruised nose. I mean, they mentioned it.
Jeff pushed Randy off of him, and both rose to their feet. Kids were screaming, and parents were running out of the house. Troy and Keith both pulled guns out of their pockets.
Escalation!
Somebody
Look
threw a
out!
chair,
He's
man.
got a nug. Anyone who's seen Frasier gets that reference. Moving on.
Also, again,
So-
these kids are 12.
Juvie for a bruised nose. Yeah. Yeah, that's the punishment. That's the law, Connie. Law! Troy and Keith both pulled guns out of their pockets.
Dun dun dun.
These...
No one
12-year-old
interrupts me,
kids.
or oh my god! Hang on, it's gotta be your accent.
These are some vicious fucking 12-year-olds.
No one interrupts her guts'll fly, they said. Randy pulled a knife on Jeff and stabbed it into his shoulder. Jesus fuck. Tom, is this what kids do nowadays? Is this real life?
Is it just fantasy?
Fancy neighborhood.
Caught in a landslide. No
This is
escape
at a
from
kid's
reality.
birthday
This
party.
is at like a 9-year-old's birthday party or something.
Yeah.
Like 8, something like that.
Billy's
I feel like they said
birthday
it,
party.
Also, I know we're not there yet, but I see bottle of vodka further down. and I'm
Yep.
like, what sort of child's birthday party is this?
Oh boy.
I feel like this is a party from like the 1950s where this behavior might have been more acceptable.
Where like the kids play in one room and the adults all just get trashed in the
I
other.
mean, that's
Yeah.
basically what they described, given that like the adults are all like way overdressed and there's vodka, meanwhile the kids are like playing cowboys and Indians outside.
Yeah,
Like,
great.
Yeah.
Jeff screamed and fell to his knees. Randy started kicking him in the face. After 3 kicks, Jeff grabs his foot and twists it, causing Randy to fall to the ground. We have to have Jeff get beat up so he's like a sympathetic underdog character, but he's also gotta like get the upper hand because he's so cool.
so what you're telling me is he's Hulk Hogan.
I am also too
Kinda,
sober for
yeah.
this, Connie.
Jeff,
We are all too sober for this.
Oh,
Jeff,
he's hulking out!
Jeff stood up and walked towards the back door while guns are trained on him. The other 2 kids have guns, right?
Well, I think they're doing like crowd control. They're like
Oh,
keeping
yeah,
all
sure,
the
okay.
adults out of the way.
So Jeff is walking towards the back door now. Troy grabbed him. I think this is the southern voice for Troy.
Is it?
I
Southern
believe so,
gentleman.
Need some help?
He
Sorry,
picks
Southern Gentleman and Goofy sound similar in short bursts.
he picks Jeff up by the back of his collar and throws him through the patio door. His
Birthday
went-
party or grindhouse.
right? His
Or
brother
fucking mosh pit.
His brother went to juvie after, like, nicking his arm and giving him a bloody nose, and these kids are, like, shooting up a birthday and throwing people through screen doors and shit. This is great.
This party is lit.
I feel like this is gonna like overflow into the boiler room. Like they're gonna pull out ladders, tables, and chairs.
Also, apparently we're more than halfway through this.
Yeah. 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 No,
Or about
we're doing
halfway.
good. We're doing good. This is like the pivotal. This birthday party is the pivotal moment in the Jeff the Killer character
Yeah, this is
when
the
he
climactic
turns
action.
from ordinary 13-year-old to supernatural mass murderer.
I mean, I think I can guess who his first 3 victims are going to be.
Let's see. He picks Jeff up by the back of the collar and throws him through the patio door. As Jeff tries to stand, he is kicked down to the ground by who we don't know. Randy repeatedly starts kicking Jeff until he starts to cough up blood.
Come on, Jeff. Fight me.
Now here's the thing, as accurate as the Randy accent has been thus far, I can't help it that think that "Come on, Jeff, fight me" deserves like some anime villain like voice, like, you know, "Oh, so you're approaching me?
Come on, Jeffrey. Fight me.
In the Shadow Realm, Jeffy boy!"
You thought it was a children's birthday party, but it was me, Theo!
Oh. You've activated my trap card!
Let's continue this children's birthday party in the Shadow Realm,
God.
Jeffy boy!
God fucking damn it.
God, I know.
He picks Jeff up and throws him into the kitchen.
How big? He's a 12-year-old!
I don't know. They're just wrestlers. Randy sees a bottle of vodka on the counter and smashes the glass over Jeff's head. This is a wrestling match.
Yeah, because
I
they
watched
this
this
is
wrestling
turned
match.
this is turned into a there is no bell to ring!
You thought this was creepypasta, but it's really NWO.
So what we have here is a 2 heel match
Uh-huh.
where one of the heels
Yeah, this is
does a face turn at the end of it.
No, this is a heel face match where the face turns at the end.
Yeah, Jeff is gonna face heel.
Wait, so
turn.
Jeff
Yeah.
has been the face this whole time?
Yeah, of course he has to be.
Oh.
He's an innocent
Oh,
13-year-old.
so this is a false. This
Yeah,
is straight
this is
up
a
fall.
fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna be that. This is gonna be face heel turn.
Okay.
Yes, Dio.
But it's a heel that takes out the other heel.
Zordo.
That's a thing, right? A heels
Heel.
versus heels.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally. Yeah.
I figured.
I mean, at least it is in Lucha. You've got Rudo versus Rudo all the fucking time.
Mhm. Who yells fight? Somebody yells fight.
Fight!
Kids
Fight!
in cafeterias.
Fight!
Kids in cafeterias and guys in prison are the only 2 groups I can think of that yell fight.
I'm just
Okay.
so glad they didn't inappropriately put a comma like here or so.
Come on, Jeff.
Oh no! This is how you get on a list. We don't need the FBI following our channel.
It would get us some viewers.
Yeah, this is going on live stream fails for sure. No. Come on, Jeff. Look at me.
No, this is not. No.
Jeff glances up, his face riddled with blood.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. You
Not
say
how
like
that works.
stained with blood,
Spattered with blood. would
dripping with
Dripping.
blood, riddled. I hate this.
No.
Yeah.
Riddle me this, Batman!
work. Riddled works with 2 things: riddles and holes.
I think this is actually how the XFL went,
Connie.
Connie. I think that's what this was. I was the one who got your brother sent to JDC, and now you're just gonna sit here and let him rot in there for a whole year.
No, unfortunately, I think Randy has metamorphosed into an anime villain. This sounds like an anime
Yeah,
villain
this is
speech.
straight up
This
like
is...
I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
break
Like,
you as
no,
hard as I
this
can.
This is Dio. I joke, but this is Dio.
All right, let me try it again then. Let me do another read. It was I who got your brother sent to JDC, and now you're just gonna sit there and let him rot in there for a whole year! You should be ashamed, Jeffy boy!
If-
Jeff starts
If
to get up.
Pegasus was swallowed by a 17th century French gentleman, everybody.
Who says he wasn't?
I mean...
I call it Wednesday.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
We
boy.
just went there.
Ooh! Finally, you stand and fight.
Again, look. Oh, so you're approaching me? You can't see it, everybody, but I'm doing the hand gestures over here.
I can't make you go to sleep unless I get close.
Drink, everybody.
Jeff is now to his feet, blood and vodka on his face. Well, it's gonna
It's a good
suck.
Saturday night. Well, at least it's not infected.
Yeah, it's gonna sanitize it. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Once again, he gets that strange feeling.
Deep inside of me.
The one in which he hasn't felt for a while.
Bad foul grammar.
In which,
Red, yellow card.
finally, he's up, says Randy.
Apparently so is Randy. Jesus.
Well, he is pretty randy. As he runs at Jeff. That's when it happens.
Let me take this.
His balls drop.
Okay.
Something inside Jeff snaps. His psyche is destroyed. All rational thinking is gone. All he can do is kill. He grabs Randy and pile
Oh my
drives him
God.
into the ground.
It is.
There's a
This is
pile.
totally
It's just no. He's just
Souffle!
Who's so play? Oh, I tell you, brother.
Ooh, he's hulking out!
He gets on top of him and punches him straight in the heart. The punch causes Randy's heart to stop.
Oh god!
So it's an inverted heart massage. It's
Uh-huh.
Holy shit!
It's the 1 point exploding heart technique.
Oh, he just...
As Randy gasps for breath, sentence, period, apparently,
Jeff hammers down on him. Yeah.
like yeah,
Little
no,
R-rated
wrong.
Punch after punch, blood gushes from Randy's body until he takes one final breath and dies.
I like the idea that when he hit his heart, it literally popped, and now he's just like.
Thank you.
Round of applause. Round of applause. Take a bow.
Oh boy.
Actually, no. Hang on.
Oh.
One thing.
Siren.
I was gonna. Yeah, no. You.
Five-point exploding heart technique.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now the question is Jeff going to rip somebody's eye out later? With the fucking what?
Yay! No,
Mhm.
she just like, that's not even a thing. Oh boy.
That was,
Yoink!
that was the best part of Skill Bill, too.
Everyone is
It was
looking
great
at
until she
Jeff
steps on it.
now.
Oh, it
Yeah.
fucks me up.
The
With
parents,
their barefoot.
the crying
Oh,
kids, even Troy and Keith, who are still carrying guns, I might add.
I'm imagining that they're just standing there with their guns down, just not knowing what the fuck. They literally just saw, like, Jeff. I know that it just says that Jeff punches Randy in the chest so hard his heart stops, but I'm honest, not gonna lie, I'm picturing him like,
Reaching into his
yeah, like
chest,
fucking
pulling out the heart.
Kalima!
It starts on fire.
Yes. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. You screamed Kalima, and it burst into flames.
Although they easily break from their gaze and point their guns at Jeff, they remembered they had guns.
I imagine they like look down. It's like, you know, you idiots, we all have swords.
He repeatedly punched Randy. He was punching that guy for a minute, and they're just standing there with their guns like, should we do something here?
I'm imagining that to some degree, Randio kept them
Randio. Oh my god, that's it. That's his name. It's Randio.
I win. I came up with that. Come on.
Oh boy. Punch after punch, blood gushes from my body until I take one final breath and die. Blood, and death. Bleh.
Appropriate for the bunny.
Oh boy. Jeff sees the guns trained on him and runs for the stairs. Okay.
As he runs, Troy and Keith let out fire on him. I'm imagining that Keith turns around, or Troy turns around and Keith lights his fart.
Holy
It's like
shit.
Thunderpants.
These 12-year-olds are now shooting up Billy's parents' house. Like, Barbara, call the fucking cops already. What the
Barbara's
shit?
passed out on Quaaludes in the backyard.
Okay. Jeff runs up the stairs. That's a great sentence. I'm so glad that's in there. That really, like, just turns this paragraph into something special. He hears Troy and Keith follow up behind. As they let out their final rounds of bullets,
Do they have mags? What's going on here?
are these like the last bullets in the gun or the last bullets they're gonna let out before Jeff kills them? And if so, spoilers.
I mean,
Jeff ducks into
I'm
the
now
bathroom.
imagining Keith and Troy like walking around. They've got like magazines taped to their arms and chests.
The bathroom of Billy's house that Jeff knew where it was, despite being the first time he's ever been here. He grabs the towel rack and rips it off the wall. Like a badass. Jeff is so cool. Troy and Keith race in, knives ready.
they had guns.
But now they have knives.
That seems like a step down.
Who let the bullets out? But if bullets were in gun, then who was knife? Bum bum bum. It is a horror story.
But if I've got a knife and you've got a knife, who shot up this kid's birthday party?
Their guns became knives as they ran up the stairs.
That still seems like a step down.
Oh no, I got it. They're wielding gun blades.
Oh no.
They're Squall.
It's Final Fantasy VIII, everybody.
Yes, Connie, they were gun blades. I could remind you guys too. This is a creepy pasta. This
So really?
is horror.
'Cause
This
this
is
is-
really scary. You
This
guys.
has mostly just been an action flick.
This is
a really
really
bad one.
scary.
It's a
you
really-
guys.
Also, I'd like to point out that the switch from gun to knife fight reminds me of that one scene in not the Terminator, fuck me, the Transporter, the original one, the good one,
Yes.
where like fucking what's his face, the Transporter has to fight like a whole bunch of guys in an oil slick, so everyone has to like give up their guns and make sure it's standing in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's such a prisoner's dilemma, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta trust everybody else is gonna put their guns down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Troy swings his knife at Jeff, who backs away and bangs the towel rack into Troy's face. Troy goes down hard, and now all that's left is Keith. He is more agile than Troy, though. He's got higher dexterity.
Wait, I thought Keith was the fat kid.
Maybe? I don't know.
Because there's
I mean,
one
he
kid
could-
that they said literally he is like a tub of lard.
He could
doesn't
be
look like
he could
he's
be
got-
agile, he could be like Jin Po from Mulan.
Or like a cockroach.
Cockroaches aren't fat though.
Oh,
they are.
A little chubby.
I mean, like palmetto bugs, sure. Why are we having an argument about the weight of the BMIs of insects?
Oh.
He's got higher dexterity than Troy, but slightly lower constitution. He ducks when Jeff swings the towel rack. He dropped the knife and grabbed Jeff by the neck. He pushed him
Yes.
into the wall. We're now in past tense again?
I guess so.
Okay. A thing of bleach. Just a thing.
Tom, for the record, I don't know why we're talking about fat cockroaches.
It's Michigan. They're chufty here.
No, they are not. No chuftier than anywhere else. Florida's got the chuftiest.
And we call them
Fuller's got the smelt them guys.
La Cucarachas.
Mamma mia, Papa Pia, a sister mega de diarrhea.
Oh god. A thing of bleach fell down on top of him
Oh no,
from
not
the
a
top
thing.
shelf. A thing. It burnt both of them, and they both started to scream. Jeff wiped his eyes as best he could. He pulled back the towel rack and swung it straight into Keith's head. As he lay there, bleeding to death, he let out an ominous smile. He let it out. It escaped into the air, flew out the bathroom window, and just went off into the distance.
It just hovers up in the air. It's like the fucking Dark March
It
in
just
Harry Potter.
flaps its lips and flies away.
Oh, so you mean, and then it went on and he got a job as the opening to Rocky Horror.
picture show.
Science fiction.
Double feature.
Jeff has gone and spilled the bleach, yeah.
Toby and Keith will make a creature. Oh man. Alright. Okay. Bottle is overrated. A thing of bleach. It was just,
There's a thing of bleach. He has to go and unpack his stuff.
Well, the thing is, if a bottle of bleach fell off the shelf, it would have a cap on it, so they wouldn't splash bleach on them. It has to be like a thing that's.
Who just has like an open cup of bleach on their top
It's
shelf?
just like an open Tupperware with bleach in it or something.
And is it located next to the poison and caution?
Yes.
Poison.
From frogs.
And caution.
And caution.
Poison.
And
Caution.
caution.
Poison caution.
What could it mean?
Also, this is the first, like,
Double poison all across the sky.
this is a departure from the original Jeff canon here because in the original story, Jeff was carrying a gallon of bleach upstairs.
I thought you said a gallon of acid.
You're right. It was a gallon of acid upstairs
Because clearly,
to clean his bathtub.
So essentially, as people who recently had to clean our own sink, he's carrying like a tub of lye.
It took like half a quart for what we did. Yeah. Like, I don't understand why you'd use acid for the whole bathtub.
Just hydrochloric acid, just like melt your face off shit.
A homunculus of bleach.
Oh.
Bleach monculus.
A bleach homunculus. Who doesn't clean their bathtub with acid? You're right.
Going
Oh,
to hell.
hey, son.
Oh god. That still fucks me up.
What are we gonna do in the bathtub, big brother?
No. No.
And then he slipped on soap and spilled it all over his face and then became
Equivalent
a
exchange,
supernatural
motherfucker?
killer? I don't know. Helps get rid of the bodies.
No, you're thinking of lime. Quick lime. I know I don't know how to get rid of a body.
Do we not have a voice for Jeff?
Oh, yes, we do. What's so funny?
Ask Jeff. Keith pulled out a... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm getting my names confused.
Yeah, it's all good.
Keith pulled out a lighter and switched it on. I imagine there's like a light switch on the side. It's just like... click.
Well, the one I'm picturing is like, is the badass movie scene where somebody pulls out a Zippo, the epitome of lighter masculinity.
Of course.
Think like you want to know what? Actually, now I'm picturing Keith as played by Keanu Reeves as playing John Constantine. Click. Go to hell.
What's a good Keith voice?
Just do Keanu Reeves, like no reaction at all.
Oh, whoa, I know Kung Fu. What's funny, he said, is that you're covered in bleach and alcohol. Jeff's eyes. That's the best Keanu I could do. It's not
I think that's pretty on point. I think that's on point.
Jeff's eyes widened as Keith threw the lighter at him. As soon as the flame made contact with him, the flames ignited the alcohol in the vodka. While the alcohol burned him,
Alcohol is the vodka. Hang on. Wait. Back the truck up.
Someone's
Back
not
the
familiar with
alcohol.
drinking.
Oh, not
Okay.
okay. So no. Okay, ignited the alcohol in the vodka. Okay, that's accurate, but vodka is literally nothing but alcohol, so why?
Tom says you are in violation of the balance. The bleach, all toasters,
Toast. Fun fact, guys, today I had a man come into my work. I greeted him, he came up to me and said, "I'm sorry, sometimes my toaster confuses me." I'm not kidding. This happened. And then I had to complete what he needed to do with a straight face and send him on his way while trying to pretend that I had not just had a man inform me that his toaster confuses him. Dear sir, if you're listening on the off chance, please, I hope you're all right, and I hope that was just, if you need your meds, if you go, please.
Just remember,
please.
you butter the toast after it comes out.
And you don't put a fork in the toaster.
Yeah, this is like,
And you don't butter your toast with your fingers.
I love this.
No, with your thumb. You're not supposed to butter it with your thumb. Get your medieval dinner table manners right.
I love the redundancies in this, like, in these two sentences right here. Because when the flame made contact with him, the flames are igniting
Yeah.
something. The alcohol is in the vodka,
Uh-huh.
and the bleach bleaches his skin.
Bleach.
But the bleach should not itself burn. Of course.
No, I don't think bleach is particularly flammable.
No, but it is
I mean-
deeply caustic.
deeply but at the same time, it's gonna be, like, it's not gonna be
Well, it's
good on
base.
your skin, but at the same time, it's mostly going to affect your mucous membranes. Like,
Yes.
if you get bleach on your hand, it's gonna be uncomfortable. If you get bleach in your eyes, you're in for a bad time.
Right, but if your body is on fire, that bleach is going to evaporate, like, immediately.
Yeah,
like, it's not going to
exactly.
bleach. It's
Like-
not going to be like your skin's going to come off and then the bleach gets underneath it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
That is not how any of this works.
No.
You'd have to douse him with bleach after you burned all of his skin off. Because then it gets through the epithelium. I totally don't know how to do this, guys, I promise.
It's fine. We don't need any disclaimers here.
I don't know if I knew that, Tom, or if I ever needed to know that.
Tom? Tom!
It's just a biological reality of his species,
I
so
guess-
I guess he knows
That's
that.
a better outcome than other possible things bleach could do, but still. But still.
No,
There's a
I
couple
don't
of
want to
hard
know.
ways that could be found out.
Bleach is the cat equivalent of the roofie.
Okay, no.
No.
You're all terrible.
Alright, I'm banned.
We're canceling Bun.
Just cleaning the bed with bleach. Oh, I see. So, bleach does not cause human skin to turn whiter.
No, it does not.
That's
no,
not something
the
that-
most
Nope.
it would ever do is turn you red. Ignoring, again,
Yes.
the damage done to, like,
It's gonna just
epithelium.
flame shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, plus
It's
the
a
third
bad
degree.
time, but you're more likely to look like a lobster than a sheep when you're done. A cooked
Jeff
lobster.
let out a terrible screech. I was expecting a
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how to do a screeching goofy voice. I'm not. Is the best I got.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's now sounding like Goofy's voice in Flagrante
coitus.
Delicto. Yes, oh no!
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, play with my balls.
Oh no. Oh. As he caught on fire.
Whee! I can't really do the Goofy ball, but...
He tried to roll out the fire, but it was no use.
Stop, drop, and roll, kids.
It's no use. The alcohol had made him a walking inferno while he's laying on the ground rolling.
A
Roll,
rolling
roll,
inferno.
roll
It doesn't
your
have the
chest.
same ring.
A laying inferno? I don't know. He ran down the hall and fell down the stairs. Everybody started screaming as they saw a flaming man running down the stairs.
No, hang on.
screaming in Goofy's voice.
No, it's even better than that because as they saw Jeff, now a man on fire. Thank you. We gathered that.
Yes.
Dropped to the ground, nearly dead. Also, he's 12. This is like a boy on fire.
Yeah, so it's a
What was the-
12-year-old who's just a giant fireball running down the stairs.
Halt and catch fire.
And could you yell something like, "Oh my god, I'm on fire"?
Oh
in-
my god, I'm fucking on fire!
Thank you. Now a man on fire dropped to the ground, nearly dead. The last thing Jeff saw was his mother and the other parents trying to extinguish the flame. That's when he passed out. Fire is a lot like puberty.
It really is.
What part of this turns him into like a Bloody Mary type supernatural killer that you can summon by saying his name in your closet?
I guess we'll find out.
Sure. You almost wiped out pretty hard, Cat.
He did. He was not expecting that late.
Was this his coming out of the closet moment? Well, I guess his mom knows that he's obviously flaming now.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh no.
When Jeff woke, he had a cast wrapped around his face. He couldn't see anything, but he felt a cast on his shoulder and stitches all over his body.
How would you put a cat? What? Oh, okay, moving on.
He tried to stand up, but he realized that there was some tube in his arm, and when he tried to get up, it fell out, and a nurse rushed in.
That's not how IVs work. They don't just fall out of you.
I don't think that's
No, they
the
do not.
case. No.
I've never even had one, but I know enough about them to know that's not how that works.
Does anybody have a good nurse voice? Hello,
Oh, nurse! Hang on, I'm
I
trying
do
to
not. I
trying
do
to
not.
figure out how to do like Dot's voice.
She's
You get your voice high enough to do that?
Can I?
Okay, I'm just gonna do it like
A broken hand.
should I just do it like Stitch from like Lilo and Stitch, and we can just do that?
Go for it.
Okay. I don't think you can get out of bed just yet.
She said as she put him back in and reinserted the. Okay, the problem is reinserted the tube. That's not how this works. She just put
You
his
don't-
catheter back in.
Oh god, Nurse Joy from Pokemon.
Nurse Joy. We look at each other in the same fucking video.
We read a really good Nurse Joy creepypasta.
We didn't actually read it. This is Retsupre.
Oh, yeah,
Retsupre,
Retsupre
who
did a lot of
deserve
reading of
all
it.
of like.
It's true, they are the best of the best.
Nurse Joy drinks ball blood.
Yes, she
Horrible.
do.
Okay, she's reinserting this tube.
It's got to be a catheter. I'm sorry, guys. Those shouldn't fall out either. But I guess.
Jeff sat there with no vision, no idea of what his surroundings were.
Did she blindfold him?
Sure.
It's a very kinky hospital.
Yeah. We got a sexy nurse inserting the tube and blindfolding you.
This'll turn your head and cough.
Jeff X Reader fanfic.
Please don't.
Please
You know that
don't.
exists.
Oh
No.
god, yes.
No.
I
There's a
checked.
lot of it.
We're stopping. We're done here.
Tom says, sign me up. Finally,
Glove snap noise.
after hours. Yes, Cat?
Man, that cat is being very, requires some attention.
He's like, I lament everyone's talking and not to me.
Whoa!
After
Yeah,
hours,
I'm gonna move that to
he heard the melodious voice of his mother. Oh, honey, that's
Oh,
the dulcet tones of Jeff's mother.
Honey, are you okay?
She asked. Jeff couldn't answer, though. His face was covered, and he was unable to speak.
this metaphor has been brought up before, but this absolutely resonates with the Twilight Zone episode with the ugly people and the beautiful people.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
when
yes.
they
Yeah.
unwrap the
Uh-huh.
face and show her the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, I have great news. After all the witnesses told the police that
Randy confessed of trying to attack you.
they decided to let Liu go.
Well,
Liu
those are
me-
some reasonable fucking police.
This made Jeff almost bolt up, stopping halfway, remembering the tube coming out of his arm. No, it's not
Well,
coming out of his arm.
I mean, considering he was sent to juvie with no proper trial or
Yeah.
due process, I mean, fuck it.
Lou, meanwhile, has like already built a criminal criminal syndicate connection out there. He's not going to want to leave.
Fuck the police.
He was already halfway through tunneling out of there,
Yeah.
like Shawshank Redemption style.
No, what I'm picturing him is like him sitting at a table like the fucking Godfather. You come to me on the day of my release. I can't do a fucking.
The mom's voice is definitely Kitty from that 70s show.
Oh god, you're right.
I don't even know what voice I'm doing. It's just the most irritating one I've got.
This made Jeff almost bolt up, stopping halfway, remembering the tube coming out of his
It's
arm.
not coming out of his arm.
Nope.
You'll be out by tomorrow, and then you two will be able to be together again.
Forever.
And ever. World without end.
And
Amen.
Jeff's mother hugs Jeff.
And says her goodbyes.
I love how she doesn't have a name. She's just Jeff's
Jeff's
mom
mom.
is hugging Jeff. And says her goodbyes. The next couple of weeks were those where Jeff was visited by his family. You know, those weeks.
That is such a torturously constructed sentence.
Oh, it's horrible.
The next couple of weeks were those where Jeff was visited. Holy shit, that's like 3 different sorts of passive voice.
Yeah. It's like the verb to be
I don't like this.
past perfect.
I think so.
I'm struggling to map this.
The next couple of weeks, those where Jeff was visited by his family.
Jeff
Okay.
That's like
Dunham.
that sentence like
.com.
technically makes sense, but everything is in the wrong place.
Then came the day where his bandages were to be removed. God damn, use an active verb, please.
I don't think they know what those are.
His family members were all there to see it. What he would look
look
like.
I'm imagining everyone like sitting around and this is being done in one of those Victorian like operating theaters, like from hell.
God, he says this is the longest newspaper story ever. Continued on page 37. His family members were all there to see it. Oh, there we go. As the doctors unwrapped the bandages from Jeff's face, slowly, you know, to be a really dramatic reveal.
This is literally
Absolutely.
Twilight Zone. This is
Yeah.
literally just that.
From Jeff's face, everyone was on the edge of their seats. Oh, the suspense.
What is our son going to look like?
When they get it done and they say, "Look what we've done," to everyone starts like not cheering by or clapping by knocking their hands on the counter.
I hope our son looks like our son.
Jeff the Killer creepypasta. You pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Seats
Calm
are
down,
still
Fever.
just $12.
That's how old his little brother is.
Yeah, no, his little brother Liu has been selling like admission to see this.
And suddenly Jeff looks like Mr. Potato Head.
I mean, the picture does kind of look like Mr. Potato
I could see it. They
Yeah,
just
Mr.
forgot
Mix.
to put the eye bits in.
And the nose.
Or they just painted the whole thing white.
Yeah, and the mouth is on
Put a
upside
fried
down.
wig on it.
And then sell it to a art gallery as like edgy pop art.
Or like on eBay as a haunted doll.
It's the Dybbuk box.
They waited until the last bandage holding the cover over his face was almost removed. Anybody got a good doctor voice?
Let's hope for the best. William
I love
Shatner makes an appearance.
William Shatner. Let's hope.
For the
Let's
best.
hope for the best.
I love when my
Luke
doctor
Cage.
says, "Yeah, let's hope it worked out."
I love when my doctor injects an air of drama into the proceedings.
Actually, you want to know what? Hang on. We're gonna save William Shatner if we need him later.
Dr. Nick, there we
No.
go.
Oh, hey, Dr. Nick. Let's hope for the best.
Help me, Dr. Dick.
Oh my god, I love Dr. Dick.
Dr. Dick.
Dr. Dick is the best doctor.
Not a
Let's
licensed medical
hope
professional.
for the best.
Let's hope for the best.
Also, I'm picturing this doctor like either doing a line or taking a hit right before this happens.
Yep.
And then he quickly pulls the cloth, semicolon,
Rip.
letting the rest fall from Jeff's face, like pulling the tablecloth out from underneath your
And
like
the
furniture.
flowers are still standing.
The flowers are still standing. Considering they had to change the bandages over the course of his stay and check for infections, the doctor should already know how he looks.
But his family doesn't, and the doctor's trying to
He's
project
just
an air of
instilling some
showmanship.
drama into the
And
proceedings. Okay?
here we are.
It's actually the thing is they made the mistake. They didn't actually take him to a doctor. They took him to like a circus ringmaster.
Their copay only like covers the dramatic performance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or it's just a plastic surgeon.
Could
Like-
be. They took him to the doctors from Botched.
The doctor's hyping it up. He's real proud of this work.
Uh-huh.
Jeff's mother screams at the sight of his face. Liu and Jeff's dad stare awestruck at his face.
You
Also-
okay. Face.
Face. Actually, the doctor's name is V. Frankenstein.
They are actually in a van in an alleyway.
Frankenstein.
You know what? That makes the most sense to me. I'm going with that. This is just. in the back
Oh
of the
man,
van.
I got it. This is a sequel to Face Off, and they're gonna pull it up, and he's gonna
He
look
looks
like
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh Christ!
Face Off.
Not the bees! Not the bleach! Oh, it's in my eyes!
Not the bleach. Oh god, not the bleach. What's wrong with your fur?
So is this the big reveal?
Yeah, I think. Okay. Oh,
Huge! Okay, you
okay.
guys can't actually see this,
Yeah.
but there is a huge fuck-off gap between...
Oh, they can see it. I've got it on stream.
I forgot. Oh, well,
Yeah.
hey.
Some of this is on video.
Yeah. Okay, I think. Okay, I put this in reader view, but I think this is where the picture goes. Like the picture of Jeff.
That god-awful stupid, like,
That stupid pic. Yeah. That awful Kefka voice.
that awful Kefka laugh.
With its realistic blood red.
Okay,
Hyper-realistic.
that's you again.
What? What happened to my face?
Jeff said.
Your Goofy sounds slightly like he devoured Big Mac from My Little Pony.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
How do you know I didn't?
Oh, Cannibal Goofy.
Oh boy.
Another
Wait, are you
bad
saying
name.
Goofy is a horse? Or that Big Mac is a dog? What do you want to imply here?
I actually know Goofy's just French. They eat horses over there.
Fair enough.
Jeff said. He rushed out of the bed and ran to the bathroom. They didn't have like a mirror on hand or anything?
No, you have to, come on, you have to have the scene of, like, giving him the long-handled Victorian mirror shooting from behind his head as he pulls it up to his face.
No, they want the one where he looks in the mirror and then touches the mirror where his face is, and he's just like,
Or you can do that, like, he brings his hand up to his face.
I think he does
oh
that.
yeah,
He does
okay,
that.
yeah.
He slowly put his hand.
Oh my god, I'm not reading ahead. I promise.
I'm reading ahead.
Okay.
So I'm being bad
He
here.
looked in the mirror and saw the cause of the distress. His face. It. Patient. It's horrible. His lips were burnt to a deep shade of red.
That's
Red.
no, you're
Sure.
Okay.
How did that happen?
So, for the record, before we get into this real deep, as somebody, I am not a doctor. Do not ask me for your doctrines.
Wouldn't
That's
those just
not-
scar over?
Your lips
It's
would
soft
burn
tissue.
the fuck off. That's what,
Yeah.
if you've been
Yeah.
burned badly enough for any, that's what, there's few things that will haunt me like my parents' stories of the burn unit.
Oh yes.
And
It's soft
No,
tissue. It's just gone.
that shit just goes away. Right now, if he's got anything that, he's lucky to have anything there that's not just his gums and teeth. Lucky to have teeth, for that matter. But apparently, in this
Well, it was
universe,
just alcohol spilled on him.
Apparent-
It wasn't like he was in a fire. It was just
I mean,
alcohol
given the fact
burns,
that it
but-
seems to kids, alcohol should burn off pretty quickly. That's
yeah,
like
really quickly.
really quickly.
Yeah.
in
Like
point of
vodka?
fact.
Like
Yeah.
almost instantly.
Yeah, basically, the only thing that should have happened is maybe burned his hair off. But apparently, bleach in this universe, not only is it intensely flammable, also apparently, according to this description, for anyone who's read ahead with me, it just basically gives you the Marilyn Manson look makeover.
Yeah.
Look, don't you know that combining vodka and bleach...
Also known as low rent Joker.
combining vodka and bleach is basically just a recipe for napalm.
Mhm.
This is just how it works.
Shut up, Tyler Durden.
His lips were burnt to a deep shade of red. His face was turned into a pure white color. And his hair singed from brown to black. He has hair left?
That's all. By the way, anyone who also wants to know, your hair just turns kind of weird and falls off. I accidentally
Yeah, it
set
just
my
gets
hair on
brittle.
fire. Yeah.
Spilling
It
bleach
also
on himself?
smells like
Burned
shit.
hair is the worst goddamn
Connie?
smell.
Connie, spilling bleach on himself was the chemical romance.
Oh.
Oh.
He slowly put his hand to his face.
There it is.
It had a sort of leathery feel to it now.
I know that works.
He looked back at his family, then back at the mirror. I don't remember Jeff. I don't remember Lou's voice.
it's me,
Lou,
hang on.
Lou is
Oh, okay.
his dignity voice.
Oh, right. Princess voice.
Princess voice.
Oh, Trance, what's up?
Jeff, it's not that bad.
Okay, here's Jeff.
Not that bad,
Said Jeff.
It's perfect.
Give me a yuck. At the
Yuck,
end there.
yuck, yuck.
Thank you. His
Oh
fam-
no, that comes later.
His family was equally surprised. Jeff started laughing uncontrollably.
His parents.
Okay, that's a little too uncontrollable.
Oh yes. The point of
Also, yeah, I love the missing punctuation right here.
laugh uncontrollably. His parents noticed that his
Left eye and hand were twitching.
Fun fact, every now and then if I get really stressed out at work, my left eye started to do a twitch thing. Nice.
I don't know who says this, but I think it's Jeff's mom.
Jeff, are you okay?
Okay, I've never felt more happy. Look at me. This face goes perfectly with me.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
He
couldn't
couldn't stop laughing. He stroked his face, feeling it, looking at it in the mirror.
That wasn't always true.
That's
fact.
one hand each way. Yeah. What caused this?
What caused this?
Well, you may recall that when Jeff was fighting Randy, something in his mind, his sanity snapped. Now he was left
Okay.
as a crazy killing machine. That is, his parents didn't know.
I'm sorry, what?
Doctor?
This is a weird newspaper article.
Yeah, I was gonna say this suddenly just switched into an omniscient narrator.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, I guess there was foreshadowing because they were like something snapped.
That was a while ago that they
It's
mentioned
the,
that.
actually, the thing that snapped his voice broke.
And that's why he
That's the
sounds like
puberty.
Goofy.
That's the puberty kicking in.
Doctor, said Jeff's mom, is my son alright, you know? In the head?
Like
Why
you're-
is there period then question mark?
Your physician would totally know that, by the way. Your surgeon's totally gonna be like,
Oh,
oh,
I love.
yes,
I love
I'm
this.
also a
behavior
psychiatrist.
is typical for patients that have taken very large amounts of painkillers. If his, I can't do the Dr. Dick thing, it's not working. Who do we want?
do the, Oh, I got it. I got a good doctor. How about Sean Connery?
Yes,
Oh, yes. This behavior is typical for patients that have taken very large amounts of painkillers. If his behavior doesn't change in a few weeks, bring him back here, and we'll give him a psychological test.
shuck it, Trebek.
Shock it, Trebek.
Oh,
Come on,
thank
Trebek,
you.
show the people my work.
It's just a penis.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Jeff's mother went over to Jeff.
Jeff, sweetie, it's time to go.
Jeff looks away from the mirror, his face still formed into a crazy smile. Hey, mommy! Yuck, 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 yuck!
Oh no!
No! No!
Mommy!
I do not need that in my life.
His mother took him by the shoulder
Mommy.
and took him to get his clothes.
At least he's not saying daddy.
I don't know if that's... I think that's a lateral move, to be honest. I don't know if that's a step up or down. So, Trance, have you read Jeff the Killer before? Are you familiar with this thing we're reading?
I hope not.
Let's see.
Oh boy. His mother took him by the shoulder and took him to get his clothes.
This, I'm imagining this lady.
Oh,
this
this
is
is
just
where they kill
Packard
it.
from Atlantis.
Yes, I was thinking the Ghostbusters secretary,
Oh yeah,
Ghostbusters, what do you want? This is what came in.
said the lady at the desk. Jeff's mom looked down to see the black dress,
pants,
pants, and white hoodie her son wore.
which are somehow intact despite being on fire
Yeah.
and now stitched together. Why would you no? Okay, hang on. They would have cut these off him at the hospital
Yeah.
and thrown
One.
them away.
If they weren't, like, reduced to ash completely.
Yeah, considering he was a walking inferno.
Jeff's mother led him to his room and made him put his clothes on. Yes, this is good for your already psychologically unstable son. Dress him in the clothes he wore when arguably the greatest trauma a human being set on fire sucks, people, occurred. Then they left not knowing that this was their final day of life. Cries of wolf.
This is final day of life.
Life.
everyone skip the fact the story seems to turn into an omnipresent narrator? No. We mentioned.
we mentioned that.
We
We
mentioned it
that.
turned into
Also,
an omniscient narrator.
With the way that that's phrased, I'm now picturing, given we have a rabbit in chat, I'm picturing fucking what's his face from Donnie Darko, the rabbit. Is the rabbit also called Jeff?
No.
You think about it.
Jeff, fuck, what's that rabbit?
Tom, is that
literally just
true?
like the guy's name.
Yeah.
Did they stitch the shirt back together for you? Is the important thing.
Why are you wearing that stupid man suit? Frank! It's Frank!
Frank the rabbit?
That's
Frank
right.
just starts hovering around in the background.
Frank the bunny? No, they didn't. Okay.
That thing fucked me up.
Later that night, Jeff's mother woke to a sound coming from the bathroom.
That was Jeff practicing with his shake weight.
Yes.
Oh, no! Oh. Everyone who heard that, you are now randomly going to hear that sound. Thank you, Hannibal.
I should have put the ASMR tag on this.
Oh, God, I don't like that.
ASMR serial killer Goofy eats you out.
Sorry, I think I just blew out the mic. My entire
Goofy
body,
the killer ASMR.
my entire undercarriage just like vacuum sealed itself. Yep, except it actually makes the noise that the doors do in Star Trek.
Later that night, we read that. Okay. It sounded as if someone was crying. She slowly walked over to see what it was. When she looked into the bathroom, she saw a horrendous sight. Jeff had taken a knife and carved a smile into his cheeks.
Jeff, what are you doing?
Asked his mother. Jeff looked over to his mother.
I couldn't keep smiling, Mommy. It hurt after a while. Now I can smile forever.
Jeff's mother noticed his eyes ringed in black.
Jeff, your eyes!
His eyes were seemingly never closing.
I couldn't see my face. I got tired and my eyes started to close. I burned out the eyelids so I
What?
could forever see myself, my new face.
How? With what?
A lighter.
How did you burn them? And why?
Also, if word to the wise, if you don't have eyeballs, you go blind, like, pretty quickly.
Very, very fast.
Or I mean, if you don't have eyeballs, yes, you're already blind.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have eyelids, that's it. Anyway.
Jeff's mother slowly started to back away, seeing that her son was going insane.
A little...
Going?
Gone.
What's wrong, Mommy? Aren't I beautiful?
God damn it.
I don't like any of this. I'm uncomfortable. No, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Yes, son, she said. Yes, you are. Let me go get Daddy so he can see your face.
She
Right.
ran into the room and shook Jeff's dad from his sleep.
Honey, get the gun, wait! She stopped as
for
she...
dramatic effect.
That's
That's an
5
extra
ellipses.
long ellipsis. Look at that. We gotta, really pause here.
Got a long moment of just staring at each other there.
Everyone enjoy the campfire.
Mm-hmm.
She stopped as she saw Jeff in the doorway, holding a knife.
Mama, you lied.
Oh, no!
That's the last thing they hear as Jeff rushes them with the knife, gutting both of them.
Jesus.
2 with one knife?
Also, for something that's supposed to be a horror story, they're really just glossing over the
horror.
part here.
Yeah, it's just like
And then he guts him with a knife
it's
or
like
whatever.
kills people.
No big deal.
Whatever.
NBD.
His brother Liu woke up, startled by some noise.
Liu's
didn't-
busy thinking about planning his criminal empire.
He didn't hear anything else, so he just shut his eyes and tried to go to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
As he was on the border of slumber, he got the strangest feeling that someone was watching him.
I get that sometimes too. It's usually the cat.
He looked up before Jeff's hand covered his mouth. He slowly raised the knife, ready to plunge it into Liu. Liu thrashed here and there, trying to escape Jeff's grip.
Jeff
Jeff
said.
said,
Just go to sleep.
and then a yuck.
Yup.
Thank you.
Yup, 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 yup.
Please no.
Goddamn. All right. Well, hey, we did it. We read Jeff the Killer. So
And
that's
now none of you will think of that character the same way ever.
Thank you, everyone, for putting up with all of the accents.
Indeed. Our terrible, terrible readings. So, okay, this credit for the Jeff the Killer character right here, this Cessure is Killer Jeff from Newgrounds. That's just like a link to his DeviantArt there.
Thank you, Tom. That's what I keep telling them.
Aww. The story is a trash fire. Yes,
Yeah.
yes it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. We've got a little bit more to read.
I like to think that we've elevated it. Not a lot,
We
but
brought
like
it up
an
to-
inch or two.
Hopefully this is more
We
entertaining
raised the
than
bar
original.
off the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is now trip-onable.
Yes.
So Cessure is not the creator as such.
No, so he's the one who kind of face claimed that picture and claimed it was a picture of Jeff the Killer and then made up the original like Jeff the Killer lore that started this out. However, he was really upset about this fan fiction because he didn't believe that Jeff would be the type that would kill kids. He's like, oh, Jeff kills people to make the world a better place, and he wouldn't, like, kill children. So he was, like, not a big fan of this fan fiction, and also the other, like, fan fictions that came after. He also felt like he didn't get enough credit for creating Jeff the Killer, even though,
Okay.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? You
Doesn't
posted a
suck.
creepypasta. Like, oh my god. So, according to the character's original creator, he's not the author of the tale pictured here and claims his popular version was written by a follower of his early work. Yeah. So, okay, so I checked out, like, his DeviantArt stuff and everything. And I discovered that circa 2018, Cessure had plans to do more Jeff the Killer content.
Oh.
And I've got a
Joy.
preview of that work here that I figured we could also read.
Oh,
Okay.
Christ.
All right.
It's pretty short, but it's
Shorter than
got
this?
much shorter than this, yes. It's summarized in one kind of obnoxiously large unbroken paragraph,
That's fine.
as you do.
We have read less legible nonsense.
Oh yeah, we read Realms of Atlantasia.
Christ.
Do you remember the time we read, what was that stupid fucking RPG with, like, the people who are aliens and then fuck other people who are aliens?
Oh,
Oh,
Wraithu.
Oh, Jesus. I
Wraithu.
forgot.
Ew.
Right through.
I would love to do one of these little podcasty things where we talk about Wraithu, because that is...
Honestly, Wraithu and Realms of Atlantasia are both worth it.
And Fatal.
No.
No, we don't read
No,
Fatal.
we're
We
not
do
going-
not talk
like-
about Fatal in this house.
There's some good tabletop games out there that are just atrocious. Just
For anyone who doesn't know,
atrocious.
Fatal has measurements for your anal circumference.
You have rolls
and they
you
can
make.
be negative.
Rolls you make for anal circumference.
Yeah, so that you don't die from being raped.
That's the mechanical purpose there.
It's terrible. Well, Connie's excited about
Connie, don't be excited.
about this DeviantArt article here. So this is like basically Cessure or Cessure, I don't know. I guess we're gonna do that.
Hey, hang on one quick second before we continue. Question before the report.
Yes.
How do quesadillas sound?
Works for me.
Is it taking a while to
Oxtails.
defrost that oxtail?
It's defrosted. It's just like it's getting to a point where I can stick a fork into it.
Oh, okay, but it should be falling off the bone.
Yeah, it needs to fall off. So like, what may wind up happening? Sorry guys, hang on. I have to talk food with the boys here for a second. The house mom has to keep people fed here.
Lord knows we don't feed ourselves.
No, they really don't. So guys, I think what'll probably end up happening is that it may be available tomorrow, or maybe by the end of the night there will be stuff for you to take home.
I'm fine.
So in the meantime, I'm just gonna make some.
She is too.
That's true.
She's an excellent cook.
It's fantastic cook. Easily in the top 5
Oh,
that I know.
oh.
That's not idle thunder.
I know. Alright, so I'm gonna just whip up a couple quesadillas for everybody, and that way people can get food. Thus far, I really only have cheese to put in them, and cheese and pickled jalapenos. Does anyone want
I'll take both.
both?
I'm actually good on food for now.
You're good on food?
Alright, for the moment.
Honestly, I'm pretty good on food right now, too. I might get some, so I'll just whip you up a quesadilla.
I appreciate you.
So let's see. So these are basically...
Timeline?
No, these are story ideas that Sessur had for his, like, next project sort of thing.
So these are like plot summaries for things that don't exist yet.
Right. Things that don't exist that he intends to write.
Okay.
So stuff like Haunted Elevator. There is an event where a poor soul takes the wrong elevator that was long closed off, but due to interference with a warning barrier being removed from the still working but condemned elevator, the man had no idea what hell awaited him, and soon that awaits the people on the floors above the said floor that holds the spirit of what seems to be a small girl that haunts the exiled elevator shaft on the floor that's been abandoned for 30 years.
So that whole thing is so fucking loud.
Oh, God.
As.
Fun as hang the fuck on. That's just the plot to fucking Devil by M. Night Shyamalan. We found M. Night Shyamalan's, like, story.
Yeah.
Yes, but also the little girl is the devil.
Also, I love that.
That's the twist.
This is written in 2018, and that he's still writing like
Yeah.
2006.
Yeah, the writing hasn't really come that far, has it?
Nope.
Yeah, all of these seem to be like one big, horrible sentence. We have to toss the toast. If it's jelly down, devil. That was in the movie. That was in the movie Devil. That's how they knew the devil was there.
5 people are trapped in an elevator,
5 people are trapped in our stream right now.
and one of them is the devil.
Guys,
One of the
figure
viewers is the devil.
out- Mephistopheles, like, look guys, I just really like Twitch. I need something to do when I'm torturing damn souls.
Oh my god.
You love it.
Hey, if you guys enjoy this, maybe we'll do some more content like this. This is kind of like a little bit off of our norm, but, you know. Big fan. The Devil's got, like, some of the best fursuits I've ever seen. Okay, so here's his Jeff the Killer idea for a story of Jeff the Killer he's going to write. Okay. In 2007, a young man and his brother move from their parents' home and make a life for themselves. Jeff and his brother Liu had a great life on their own. They both were popular and well-liked. See, this is a huge departure. Now they're no longer kids. They're living on their own.
Empress Teresa before, this feels like Empress Teresa. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, she was well-loved by everybody. You know nothing can stop this serial killer.
That feels like such a sophomore conclusion in things, is like when you make a point to state that a character is popular. It's like, that's something you only care about if you're still in high school.
And also,
Well,
if you're
no,
that
apparently
character.
not, because, like,
Well, I know
in fucking
Empress Teresa is written by like
a middle-aged...
50-something guy or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's a little weird.
There's
If you don't know Empress Teresa, go on Amazon and find the books.
Oh, no.
Don't buy
oh,
them.
no.
No, don't buy them. But
I
read the
know.
reviews for them. Because, in addition to writing Empress Teresa and all the train wreck that is, The author also writes plenty of treatises to the people that give it bad reviews.
Or well, he did. Now he's banned. He can't.
Oh yeah, now he's banned. But I'm pretty sure most of those are still archived.
Are you sure? I heard he got 10 God reviews.
5 stars. Best book
No
ever.
flamin' preps. Jeff normally was lazy, and Liu was the brains and breadwinner of the home, scoring a good job as a computer tech engineer,
They're Jeffy and the Lou.
making fantastic income for the both of them, even telling his brother Jeff not to bother work and just kick back, relax, and enjoy himself.
I told you Liu was like the criminal mastermind.
Liu
Yeah.
was happy to do what he does, and he was happier to know that his brother has no work to slave over. Their life seemed fantastic till a few months later in November, late afternoon. There's still no sentence break. There's no punctuation. Help! Till a few months later in November, late afternoon, Jeff suffered a horrible accident while his brother was at his job, unable to help. Period. Okay. In 2007, a young man and his brother moved from their parents' home to make a life for themselves. Jeff and his brother Liu had a great life on their own, and they were both popular and well-liked. Jeff normally was lazy, and Liu was the brains and breadwinner of the home, scoring a good job as a computer tech engineer, making fantastic income for the both of them, even telling his brother Jeff not to bother to work and just kick back, relax, and enjoy himself. Liu was happy to do what he does, and he was happier to know that his brother had no work to slave over. Their life seemed fantastic till a few months later in November, late afternoon, Jeff suffered a horrible accident while his brother was at work, his job, unable to help.
I cheated. I heard a breath in there.
Yes, I did. I gave up.
He can't suffocate. Not that kind of scream.
Not yet.
Yes, Connie, I cheated. I'm sorry. Where's the next one? Where's the next period? It's down here.
The next period should be in about 3 weeks.
Oh boy. Oh wait, no, we got a short one. Okay. People heard the commotion and saved Jeff. Liu rushed straight to the hospital when their neighbor called him. Jeff nearly died and Liu was devastated. However, Jeff pulled through, but in critical condition. It took a near full year to get rehab before going back home. Liu stayed with Jeff more than he did back home, even quitting his job temporarily just to monitor his brother. How are you going to afford medical bills once you quit his job? You're the only breadwinner.
He had a lot of savings, and
Jeff doesn't have a job. He's not insured.
no, he's on his brother's insurance.
Why do I feel like this was put through Google Translate?
It feels like it was. You are absolutely correct.
Their parents heard the sad news and also devastated them?
See, that sounds like his parents got so pissed off that they devastated the brothers. That's how I'm reading that.
Their
His
mother
parents
was...
heard the sad news and devastated them.
Heck yeah.
How dare you?
Their mother was unable to speak
it's
to
like
Jeff
Carthage.
due to how horribly scarred he was. She couldn't stand to see her son wounded. What a horrible fucking mom.
Right?
Their father took it more lightly and told Jeff this isn't too bad. He'll get better and it will all go back to normal and this would be something to look forward to. The horrible scarring. Causing the two brothers to be optimistic. Unfortunately, their father was dead wrong.
For the next decade. Or for the next time.
For the next time Jeff would arrive home, he would start a decade of murder.
Decade.
What?
Decade.
Yeah, until 2017, when he just retires, I guess.
The election depressed him too much.
Soon he was prepped for reconstructive surgery to restore his face as good as can be, then to be released a week later. Wait. Hold on. Wait, no. What?
Well, see, he'd start a decade of murder, and then soon he was prepped for reconstructive surgery to restore his face good as could be, then to be released a week later.
Okay, wait, did it take like a year for him to get prepped for reconstructive surgery? Is the reconstructive surgery happening
No, see, he was put on a wait list.
after 10 years?
So, see, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
He didn't have medical insurance.
Mhm.
We've established this.
Yeah.
So that
He's
decade...
in Canada, there are death panels.
Yeah, and that decade is he's on a fucking waiting list. So he
Oh.
murders to pass the time. He doesn't have a job.
Oh yeah, well
he
I
can't
mean you
get
gotta
a
do
job
something.
because he's all fucked up.
He's going all
What
Norman
is he
Bates.
gonna do but kill people?
Yeah.
He like his brother lost his job, or he's not doing his job, so they lost their Netflix account. Like they don't have cable, they barely have electricity. So like, well, I guess I can stay home and masturbate and go out and kill people. Wait, I mean,
Well, I guess I can stay home and masturbate or go out and kill people.
Oh fuck! I wish
My
Jeff the
lord.
Killer would kill me.
Careful, it's hot.
Holy
That's
shit! Oh. Unfortunately, the surgeons were inexperienced and negligent.
No. I mean, I don't know that I ever played it for you. I think I tried at one point, and the present company was not into it. It's
Guys, help
Donald's
me.
blowjob.
Oh yes.
Help me with this
Playing
sentence,
with my
please.
ball.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the surgeons were inexperienced and negligent, causing Jeff's restored face to be a very haunting visage of what he is known for.
So is this?
This looks like.
I literally can't tell if this is supposed to be an origin story or a sequel.
This
I don't
is the
like-
Jack Nicholson Joker, right?
I'm picturing him sitting laughing, pulling the bandages off.
Right.
I make art until somebody dies.
Can you say?
This town needs an enema. Say that in Googie.
This town needs an enema.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Can you give me? I got 2 lines I need from you.
Okay.
Have you danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Yuck.
And never rub another man's rhubarb.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
God fuck.
I feel like we're gonna have a stream
Oh,
that's just
man.
get Az to say things in goofy voice.
It's too
Just-
good. It's too good.
I'm a human text to speech.
Here's what's gonna happen, guys. Bun is gonna start a Patreon, and when we reach enough followers, we're just gonna get Az back in here, and he's just going to say whatever you want.
For $5 a month,
For
you
$5
can just
a month,
send in something and Az will say it on air.
Az will say it. I don't care. You want? I'm gonna move on anyway.
These
That's
are
not a
the
bad idea.
I mean,
I'd do that.
I'll record a voicemail.
these are the people I'm playing Rule of Rose with if we make affiliate by October. Jeff wouldn't even know his face nor even anyone else until a week later when he was taken back home with Lou. Slowly revealed his horrid face starting back in the bathroom mirror.
Having a relapse and slicing a smile in his cheeks as Lou looked on in horror.
The fuck is happening? What is this?
Did Saussure have a stroke while he was writing this?
possibly.
So this is not the person that wrote the fan fiction. This is the person that wrote the Newgrounds post.
Right.
The hospital would be sued for capital M malpractice. Eventually, after Liu and Jeff forged a death certificate for the latter to cover up any connection of the murders Jeff committed that we just glossed over. We're just like, Jeff did a decade of murders. Also, we're suing
They
for
really
malpractice.
did just gloss over the decade of murders.
They
there.
really did. And also, why do they need to forge a death certificate? Like, was he caught? Did he leave evidence? Did they find out it was Jeff? And he's got to, like, fake his own death now, or what? Is that... Oh my god. Is that 3 spaces after a period?
I think it might be.
Horrible abuse of the period.
Oh god. Jeff would be that of a legend in Jersey, causing panic years to come, baffling reporters and police on this mysterious slayer, until revealed years later, proving that the myth, Jeff the Killer, was indeed real and soon to be connected to the Jeff Hodek that supposedly died, bringing down the heat to the two. Even family and anyone who knows anything about him, causing the brothers to act in desperation. Once Liu was identified and implicated as an accomplice and a murderer, the Hodek brothers were forced to capital F flee, and eventually relocate.
So two things.
Huh.
Two things.
Yeah.
One, we only got his last name at the very end here.
His name is Jeff Woods.
Yeah. Also, all joking aside, it really just seems like English is not Sasura's first language, because this really does sound like a Google Translate. Like,
It's either
all
that or
jokes aside.
he's just that bad at writing. I don't know what it is.
But if it's the
about
same
this-
person that did the same post
So-
10 years back.
So generally, I wouldn't disagree, but honestly, with this, like, I keep bringing up Empress Teresa, but to me, this sounds like fucking Norman Bouton. This sounds like that
That's
kind of writing,
true. That's
where
true.
it's like the constant, because like there's things, there may be turns of phrase. Maybe this isn't this person's original language, but there's certain things here that aren't.
They have a
that aren't-
signature
Yeah, no, that
almost,
they're
too.
signatures. The way, the constant playing up on how good these, and how good of a girl she was, how good these guys were.
The internet is indeed a beautiful, wonderful place.
To play off of what Connie said there, to quote Morgan Freeman at the end of 7, the internet is a good place and worth fighting for. I agree with the second part.
Oh, someone just messaged me on Twitch and said, "Get face more concurrent viewers on Kappa Twitch."
Speaking of not
Wait,
first
so
language,
did Sasura just contact you directly?
KappaBoost.com/viewbot. Yeah, thanks. No, I don't think so.
Kappa, whatever your face is, can go fuck it. How was your?
Interesting.
Good.
All right,
It's only
well,
the second time or third time I've made quesadillas, believe it or not. So, the first time there was a learning curve.
Sure.
well, that's all the Jeff the Killer content I got for you guys. I feel like I learned a lot.
I feel like there's a book on our shelf that you should go and grab.
Is it My Immortal?
Didn't you get the fucking Jeff the Killer one?
I didn't buy the Jeff the Killer one. I bought I own Empress Teresa. And
You
I
gave
own
that
My
man
Immortal.
money?
I bought it pre-owned.
Ah, okay.
Secondhand.
That's how we do it.
Me too, Connie. I don't know if anybody will enjoy watching this besides us. But I had a lot of fun doing it,
Nice.
so...
Important thing in content creation is create for yourself first. So if you don't love what you're doing, no one else will.
Yeah, I would love to do this with My Immortal. I know we've got a ton of, like, terrible fanfic
And there-
type stuff to read.
And there is a boundless well of creepypasta on the internet that we can draw from. Someone in the chat earlier mentioned Ben Drowned.
For sure. I've always considered doing a show where, like, each of us would try to find a, like, creepypasta or fanfic that would infuriate or frustrate everybody else, and then read it to them. Like,
Disasterpiece Theater.
right. Like, I would find, like, a Hellboy fanfic that you guys would just, like, be tortured
we would
by.
just groan relentlessly.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you guys could find some like terrible Sonic fanfic, and I would just die
Oh,
of
so just find some
embarrassment,
Sonic fanfic.
or just any Sonic fanfic. Really, just anything. Yeah. Oh God, Sonichu.
And for Yeen, we can just play that Beowulf game.
Oh, that Beowulf game.
We'll just let you go hog wild on that shit. while we
Yeen does
play
not
that.
want to be
Fucking
involved.
content, dude.
Oh,
Yeen
yes.
is-
Yes. Sonichu. Yes. 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 Hard yes.
Oh boy.
There is not enough booze in the world for Yeen Queen to sit through Beowulf.
Bun introduced me to Sonichu a year and a bit back.
Yeah.
And
The thing about that is a well that never runs dry.
that saga continues as I understand it.
Yes. Every week there's still new weird things
Developments.
developing.
Kristen Weston Chandler is a... Or, what's her name?
No, you got it right.
Yeah, CWC.
But now...
Christine Weston Chandler?
Christine? I was gonna say.
Mm. They apparently transitioned.
Yeah.
kind of been trying to like hypnotize himself into developing a vagina.
That YouTube
Yeah,
hypnosis
yeah.
thing is really weird. But anyway, we only have 2 viewers, which is like, oh, it's just us. But that's okay. It's a little
Tell
more,
your
it's a little more
friends.
intimate. But hey, you guys want to raid Slow Beef?
Always.
He's good people, and he's playing some Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it up. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, let's go with everybody.
Slim Jim.
Slimmest.
The Gymist.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in and like suffering through this with us. It's been a blast.
Well done.
And with that, how about a go to sleep to sign us off?
Just remember, go to sleep. Yuck.